We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights.
Watch this.
And a mind.
Yeah.
There you go.
To my phenomenon, I'm Tuli, one of your hosts. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What up, everybody? I already see the chat room is live. What's going on, Liz?
That's
Big
it.
Cookie Productions.
Everybody
in the
appreciate it.
chat.
And got Chelsea May in now. Andrew, what's going on? Shalom. I think we're gonna see him this weekend.
Oh, are we?
I think it is.
Oh, are
Right.
Now, hold on for a minute. We cannot mistreat Andrew. Andrew is one of our most.
Oh, we are?
I forget. Hold on, look at it. Andrew, hear that? Yes, sir. See that?
Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get it, ain't we?
Oh man, how y'all week been so far?
You know how busy. Listen, busy. Been up here trying to get people invoiced, and so we don't have to eat out of the trash can that week.
I heard that.
Don't you want to eat groceries, or you want to eat out of the trash can that week?
No, man, we trying to eat groceries if we could help it.
That's I'm trying to get it. When I'm working, I was trying to be a cook and also trying to get some work. You know, we've been working, trying to get contract offers over, bids, other little jobs done. So I appreciate Yahuwah, Mr. Yahuwah, for everything. Ain't he too? Mm-hmm. It's so great to see all of y'all. Brandon, good to see you. Brandon, been a minute. You don't come on that late. You jump in about the last hour of the day and get the same pay. Ain't that book?
All right.
Because as somebody said that love doctor and preacher sound alike. That's sick. Y'all close y'all eyes and see if you can tell which is one is tell. Man, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told preacher today that he sounded like he was a real big dude, and when they saw him, they let him down. He's a little dude. On the phone, he talked real big.
She said, "Where you be commanding stuff, get stuff? I'm looking for the Hulk to come over him." I said, "No, ain't the Hulk." She said, "Like the Rock." Somebody like, you don't know what you're looking for.
Oh my!
Just take it. I'm trying to take your time, sweet. I'm already married.
Wow.
You'll work, but I was looking for the Hulk. The way you be commanding things to happen. I said, "Yeah, I got you." I don't know what. I don't know. I just say, "Okay, well, that's what we at. Part of life, ain't it?"
Wow.
There goes one of my enemies that jumped down. Where's the other enemy? Where's your other partner in crime enemy at? Ooh, boy, you talking about? Ooh, call problem too. Ain't that right? Nothing but problem. Every time I say, you know what I say? Problems. Like color, problems. Problems. That's all I see when I see them.
Well, this week been interesting to me. I had a chance to go back in time. I felt like I went back in like the 70s or the 60s, man.
How so?
I actually I visited Georgia, way out in the woods of Georgia. Oh my goodness, it was the land before time. I don't know when last time I've been to Georgia, but it's a little small town. It's called Social Circle. I tell you, that's out in the middle of nowhere. Man, if you blink, you'll pass through it. Oh my goodness, man. Ooh.
Somebody.
Did you
Don't
eat?
ever get caught out there in Social Circle. You can't just never do. Oh my goodness.
Did you eat at the Blue Willow?
No, I wasn't eating nowhere.
I wasn't trying to eat nowhere. I made the wrong turn. If that GPS if that GPS would have went down, I'd have been out of gas.
Hang 'em high, Georgia.
Oh yeah. I see people houses right next to the railroads, tracks.
What's wrong with that?
Grassy fields everywhere, country this everywhere. I was in the heart of downtown. I was at the 4-way stop sign, and
That should have been good. It's up and coming, right?
oh my goodness.
That should have been good.
It's called Social Circle. The name ought to be Anti-Social Circle. That's what that would be.
A lot of people, you know what? Like you look at the history, and a lot of people have died down there. A lot of people lost their life down there. Major. I'm talking about a lot of people. The numbers are astronomical of people that they put in the grave down there. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I tell you what, do the research. Monroe down there, yes. Tula should know about that too.
They did a lot of filming of
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They did.
Listen, I just went there. Ain't nothing there, okay? Ain't nothing there at all. Listen, you go find any woods or any trees, and that could be that city, that country. Listen, ain't no movies filmed there. Nothing. You're gonna be waiting a long time. You waiting to see a Hollywood movie star there. You're gonna wait a long time.
Dukes of Hazzard was filmed there.
The Dukes of Hazzard?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
And Covington, yeah. Yeah.
Hold on now. Don't do Covington. I'm talking about Social Circle.
I said and.
Yeah, they saw Heat of the Night in Covington.
And Dukes of Hazzard, part of it. Piece of they used them.
I got the
Circle. It was trees everywhere, and the neighbors had a Confederate flag. I was scared.
You know what? That's true. I saw the Confederate flags. I saw that. Yep, I saw that.
Listen, kicking in all the way from Canada. I'm speaking some French. Born de Dianji. I speak a little French too.
That's right. I think it's getting cold up there in Canada.
He said they shot Heat of the Night at Did they use right time on to shoot something right now? Y'all come out now, Heat of the Night. You can come down in the cool of the day too when we ain't so angry.
All right, Tula. I see the article you just sent over.
That's from Tony.
Oh, okay. Did you want me to go ahead and post that article?
No. I was just I'm just
all right. Well, whenever you want to post that article or make it go live on the screen, just let me know because I did receive it successfully and it's loaded and waiting on you. So you just give me the cue and we'll post that up. But yeah, that was really seeing that Anti-Social Circle, man. That took me back some years, man. And Preach, you say you grew up in the country like that?
No.
Didn't you tell us about you visited the country or your parents leave you in the country for a few months?
They would leave me down there for the summertime. When I was small, we stayed down there. Yeah, it was hateful. It was awful, man. It was awful. Until I learned how, when I learned I could go out and I could party, oh man, I loved it. As a little kid, I hated it. That's the worst thing I ever seen, man. I was like, shh. Man, the country was like, man, who does this? You know huh?
I used to like going to actually. I used to like it. It was
like you really on for the day visiting coming back.
Oh, Monroe used to be. That's where I used to go, but right now it's not as country as it used to be.
No, Monroe is really wrong.
Yeah. Monroe still got pockets though. It still got pockets of resistance.
Oh no, they got them. They're gonna keep those. That's everywhere. But what they can do, people started a lot of people started migrating back. A lot of people that moved out, like Tula and her families from there, her parents, a lot of people they moved back. Some of them kept family properties that been in there, so they retire and the city's too expensive to live. A lot of people moved back. Not her parents, but a lot of people have moved back. And then their kids move back when the schools are better. So of course, people get out of here. But me growing up in the country was hard. You think about it now, it's not as bad. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Oh yeah. Man, well listen, it looked like the place where time stood still. I don't know, but I guess people love it out there. But I was in Georgia. I was like, oh my goodness.
that they like it, because if you think about different places that people live and how things are changing and you losing trees and building up, and it's just becoming
Fort Wash, Uniontown. Hold
Can
on,
y'all hear me? Because I was
we were hearing.
Oh, I
Listen,
can hear you.
don't play. Hold on.
intentionally
It's on the way. It's in
oh,
the mail.
okay. That's a difference.
Hold it up.
Intentionally being rude.
Take them together. Go ahead.
My thought is gone.
You said something about something. I was looking at Brandon. He said, I went to Foot Wash in Uniontown a long time ago. Where's Uniontown Foot Wash? I'm just curious. What did you go to a foot washing? And it's in a Uniontown, or is that the name of it? Foot Wash. So I'm just curious on what that is. Oh, he says country. I'm sure, man. Look at what part, what state was it anyway? I'm not sure anyway. And we went on Resident Joe to get in. She had to go and double check her passport, her immigration paperwork, make sure everything was stamped correctly. Yeah, I thought she missed a drip of water. Oh, Southern Alabama, man. Any part of Alabama is like it's a festival called Foot Wash. I assure you, there's no reason to go nowhere in Alabama when it involves nothing with foots, hands, head, and mouth. I'm not going.
Man,
Alabama is like, I want to say it or not. How you say terrible. It's some places really like, and I'm gonna say this. If you grown up there, you don't think anything about it. But when you grown up somewhere that's a lot different, you like, Georgia is bad. Don't get me wrong. Georgia's bad for racism, but it's not even in the running when you look at places like Alabama. Okay. So yeah. So I just look at, I don't care for Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, none Tennessee. It's like a time warp. Would you not agree? You go back and play, it's a time warp. Man, they still got some snot on the ground. You remember I had to go down there and preach in
hey man,
Selma, Alabama. Did you go went on?
I did.
That thing, that inside we were lost some time down there.
I'm just following my shepherd.
Let me say, how hot
was it at all?
Do you remember how hot it was down there?
I remember how hot. I remember that bridge. I remember how old-fashioned, historic, outdated.
Listen, it's terrible. He said, "I'm from Birmingham." Oh, well, okay. So yeah. See, if you from these places, of course it's different. But when you're not from the places and you go and you see that stuff, it's like, man, I listen. I don't do Mississippi. I don't do Alabama. I don't do Tennessee. I don't do Louisiana. I just don't. I mean, really, South Carolina. Only thing is South Carolina for me. The only thing, Myrtle Beach.
You know what?
I might do Hilton Head. Hilton Head is not bad, but man, I'm playing. The police cars look too far ancient. Even they knew you just see like y'all guys are really like slave owners. Georgia, don't get me wrong now. We got parts here in Georgia. Listen, hang you high, don't go. So I ain't even worried about it. I know where to go. I stay rich, not right here. Rich him. I stay rich around where I know I can get out somewhere. I can pay a good white man to come in and say, "Let him be my boy. I need to get my boy out of there." That's why I stay at. Wow, that's funny. What you talking about? Yeah, she know good where it is, but as a South Carolina native, he ain't wrong. Listen, I appreciate you. South Carolina, when you can feel it. He said, "Y'all black is worse than the Klan in Georgia." Y'all black. Listen, I ain't gonna argue with you. Well, he got no fight out of me. Listen. Georgia, the only thing saved Georgia, the only thing saved it is Metro Atlanta, the airport, and business. If it was not for, it's a major hub shipping. We got the ports in Savannah. I don't care nothing about Savannah whatsoever. We can carve it off. Whoever wanted can have Savannah. Okay, so we don't think I'm gonna fight for Georgia. But as far as the metro area, it's so many people now of color have made like an impact. It hadn't freed us, but you'll see more of us, and you won't hear them talk like you'll see like a representative down there, a commissioner, a mayor, and they'll be just as hillbilly. You can tell like So you really ain't got no power. You just really just in a seat.
Wow.
I mean, I'm be honest with you, I mean, it's scary. You know, we have a lot of people, like unlike South Carolina, North Carolina, I definitely ain't never lost in North Carolina. So please, I have no fight with them. Selma was a huge disappointment. I thought Alabama would be better than that. Listen, Selma, Alabama still got the snot on the ground when they hit Dr. King. Them people who they threw, I looked over that bridge, they threw them people up. That was the most scary part. That was, you remember them rock? If you never crossed over Salem Bridge, if you can pull up a little video to show them Salem, it looked huge. That show you how little people look. That bridge, man, you can hop over that bridge. You can jump from one end to the other. Can you put the video showing that mark when they pushed them back on Selma Bridge? But when you look at how
I try to find the way Selma Bridge looks.
Oh no, get the one that showed them people on there. It should have been with Dr. Keenan when they stopped.
You're gonna have to walk me through that because I'm unfamiliar with that one. So
man, I ain't like I keep it in my back pocket. Y'all just go on YouTube just to more about it.
So what should I type in? Selma Bridge, what?
Should have probably been the march on Selma Bridge, maybe Dr. King. It'll show the people up there. The bridge looks huge. It's really, that bridge is like really, that bridge.
This is right here?
Yeah, but I'm gonna show them how big it looked when they was on the wing.
Just tell me if you see a video you want me to click on.
I mean, you know, I'm trying to pull up. I'm trying to find what I'm on.
Okay.
So I'm not looking at what you're doing right there. So, yeah, it's showing a bunch of people that's not gonna work for me. That Selma Bridge was terrible. Let's see this though. Let me do this. Let me send you a short. I don't know what this is. This will be a little short 2-minute story about the bridge. I'm trying to send it.
Hey, if y'all can take that video and post it in the private chat for me, I appreciate it.
I definitely don't know how to whatever they're doing over there. Yeah, I put it over there. That's supposed to be a short little 2-minute story about that bridge. I was trying to find when Dr. Keenan was on that bridge. That bridge was like, they made that bridge, man, that bridge is really small. John Lewis, yeah. You know, you had a lot of people did a lot, and them guys wound up really just.
Dr. Joe, how you doing, girl? All right, we're glad to hear that all is well with you.
I'm doing well. It's been today, but I'm doing well. Glad to see you guys. How are you?
We're alive. Don't forget the Ferris wheel. Come to the Ferris wheel downtown. That Ferris wheel. You ain't got one in Mississippi. Don't you play with that Ferris wheel? That's what I'm saying.
What are they saying? Is what country towns have Ferris wheel? Is that what Lady V is saying?
She's talking about the one now. She's talking about Atlanta. What we got going on? We got that big old giant Ferris wheel downtown. Everybody love it.
Oh man, that's nice, man.
You been on there and tell me, you think you'd have got that down there where she from, her part of Mississippi?
Nah, it's country. But tell you what, you ain't got to go to Mississippi. You just go right there to Social Circle. You wouldn't know the difference.
Listen, I don't know no places, man. I mean, listen. Social, I've been to Monroe for something. I won't worry about that. A lot of places, man, you just I tell everybody, listen, people can say, oh, you should be able to go everywhere. Go where you want it. Go to what that you feel like that I'm gonna say, I don't know, maybe inspire or something that more or less adds something to you. A lot of these places I don't go to, they add nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. I get zero out of going out to racist town, dealing with the racism, the rhetoric of it. So I don't a lot of places I don't visit. So it's like I don't even want to be involved. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to, because when you're a color, and they were so-called us, African American, it automatically pushes you to that, to that mindset of fight the power, fight resisting people. And some fights ain't even worth having. It's like if I live there and you're doing it, like I live in Conyers. So if I got to fight in Conyers, make no mistake, gloves on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight because I live here. I ain't gonna let anybody push me out of where I stay, and I ain't gonna be punked where I live at. Okay, but me going to some place like I'm gonna go somewhere else to try to make somebody do something because I feel not interested. You can have it. Anybody white want their own place? I can care less. Have it. Listen, if it makes you and you and I can stay where we don't wind up shooting or killing or fighting, I could care less. Let them have it. Sometimes we get involved with fights that's not our plight. My plight ain't try to prove I can go anywhere I want to on the planet. You can't go anywhere. You can't come in my house. I don't care what color you are. You're not gonna come in my yard. So it's a place you can't go. Learn to accept that. They got names if they want to say all white. That junk don't bother me. Y'all stay there together. You got all black communities. Nobody complain when you do that. So let's be fair. We'll have all black community, will we not? Predominantly black community, when they get a predominantly white, we want to say, look here, it's racist, whatever. I'm not, it's people I know, they would rather live around more predominantly white. Just don't disenfranchise somebody else because of your likes or dislikes. That's all I say. Because I ain't gonna let anybody take that from me. I'm just better with you. That ain't me. I ain't cut like that. So I just let people do what they do. Before I was just trying to fight it, not interested.
Hey, what's the largest city that y'all ever visited?
Okay.
Hey, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. All right.
Largest city?
I think maybe New York, I would say, because Texas, I know it's big, but I didn't get to explore Texas, so I wouldn't consider that. Texas, I know it's big.
Yeah, probably New York, but I didn't get out the door and I just flew through. You know what I'm saying?
Smitty, what's the largest city you ever visited? Smitty,
Monroe.
Oh yeah, you had a chance to go there.
I've been there, but I ain't go in there.
What?
We went through, had to go through past the.
So you didn't go there?
They said,
I went to New York with you.
This man on drugs. Why are you even talking to this man?
You don't remember that?
Who she talking to you, preacher?
I'm telling you. Oh my God.
You ain't been to New York City with me.
Yes, we did.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Dwayne.
But I did find a picture of the bridge. I found a picture of the bridge.
The video.
Yeah.
I sent you
Right
the video.
here.
What is young? That's hand. What is hand?
That's the that's the bridge right there.
I sent you. Oh my gosh! Look at those people.
That's the day the Martin Luther King, and that's like Malcolm X in the middle.
Oh my God!
Yeah, from the 70s. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
That's the good old fashioned Selma bridge right there.
Can I see my cursor point at somebody right now? Can y'all see my cursor?
No, we cannot.
Sir.
Because the one on, if y'all look at the picture, the one on the left, he's actually a slave from them. We had to keep jumping over that bridge. He was like, I gotta go. My people went over. I gotta go. Man, it was so hot down. It was cooking. That was like awful. That bridge is small too.
I sent you the video, Dwayne.
Thank you. We gotta wait on to catch on and get it. He said the saddest place I've ever seen was Atlanta Tennessee. I don't even know where Atlanta Tennessee is. I'm telling you, I don't go downtown anymore. I grew up down.
It's under the bridge. I think if you go taking the exit 85 ramp, I-20 ramp to North 85 75, it's a bridge. You see all them tents under there.
Okay. I'm what I do. Let me tell you something about me. When I go downtown, I'm going to certain destinations. I don't play. So downtown ain't the same place no more. Man, we used to catch the bus, get out downtown. I have walked so much of downtown growing up as a young kid. You know what I'm saying? We walked. Because my cousin, I had an aunt, she used to stay on Auburn Avenue, right? So they were from the country. They come up here, they walking. So I was stuck walking with them. They walked their way in the country. So I walked so much of downtown. You know what I'm saying? I walked like ridiculous downtown. Because we stayed downtown. My aunt, I would stay over there with her. So we sit down here in Auburn. Then we walk in Peachtree. We walking everywhere. Then as a teenager growing up down there, from the kid, we went downtown. That's why you bought your shoes. If you're from you bought your shoes from Walters. You went to, first I grew up down to Kessler's, the Bootery. That's where you bought your shoes. You had all the shoes would be in the window, and you had a number on there. So you would go inside and tell them what number and what size you were. You said, I want to see the number 32 and the size 10. So when you came in the store, you knew what you were getting. But all the shoes were in the window. Then Walters, we got older, we bought from Walter. Walter had all the shoes in the window. You saw Walters, that was like, if you're from Atlanta, you bought your shoe from Walters. I seen Royal Kadai. He'll tell you, Royal Kadai, where did you buy your shoe from? He from Atlanta. I'm telling you had to go to Walters. Man, we had the Macy's. That was Rich's back then. Davidson, then it went to Rich's, Macy's. So you went down. That's where we bought our clothes from. We shop. You Christmas shop. You see, he put that out. Look, I know you from Atlanta. You bought your shoes from Walter. Walters is like historical. And then you got Georgia State College directly beside it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have the video of the bridge, and I also had a video of Tent City. Which one y'all like me to play first?
I really could kill that about this. You play along.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play the one about Selma first. Here we go. Appreciate the video, Smitty.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
In 1965, protesters marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, only to be forced back by state troopers in what became known as Bloody Sunday. 8 days later, President Lyndon B. Johnson proposed the Voting Rights Act of 1965 to Congress.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light.
Since then, the Edmund Pettus Bridge has become a symbol of the civil rights movement. But the bridge's namesake, Edmund Winston Pettus, represented the complete opposite for African Americans. Pettus served not only as a senator from Alabama and Confederate general during the Civil War, but also as a Grand Dragon within the Ku Klux Klan afterward. The bridge was named after Pettus when it was built in 1940. John Giggy, a Southern history teacher at the University of Alabama, told NPR it was done to send a message.
They wanted to stamp that, to brand it with this vision of the South as very much a world dedicated to white supremacy.
That's why there are now multiple calls to get the bridge's name changed to something else. In an op-ed for CNN, Douglas Brinkley suggests the bridge should be renamed the John Lewis Bridge. Lewis helped lead the march across the bridge in 1965 as the former chairman of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and is currently a U.S. congressman. Then there's a Change.org petition with more than 155 signatures and counting, calling for the bridge's name to be changed. The petitioner told MSNBC the goal is more to get a dialogue started on the name change rather than change it to something specific.
So our hope is that we can open up a dialogue within the city and can pick a name that's more appropriate for the future.
But not everyone is backing the idea of a name change. A Selma representative told WTVY it could be a difficult task.
It's a fellow landmark now. I understand the hurt, the pain that it still evokes in some people, some individuals, but yet that bridge is a part of our history.
James Perkins, who became Selma's first African-American mayor in 2000, told AL.com the name should remain as a rhetorical bridge between Selma's past and its future. It's not clear whether the Edmund Pettus Bridge will come to be known by another name in the future. The petition still needs about 40,000 more signatures before it's submitted to the U.S. National Park Services and Alabama's governor for consideration. For Newsy, I'm Cliff Judy.
I think leave the bridge alone at that point. If changing the bridge is not going to advance us, I think this is me. I'm against a lot of things and purpose. I think it's time to learn how to dislike some, but everything don't have to change for you. I'm gonna tell you why. We're dealing with a president now that came into office, and his whole initiative have been everything he hates change. Life does not revolve around a person or one ethnicity. If we don't learn how some things we look at, where can we best focus our energy at? As a people, advancing ourselves in business, enriching ourselves and putting ourselves in better position for our kids, for our education, securing our future as a race of people. I think that's where we could be best suited, focusing our energy on We changed that bridge right now. Just take it down for 7. Don't even put John. I would never say John Lewis' name. There's no discredit against John Lewis. I just don't say, since he led a student march, let's name the bridge after somebody black. It still causes that divide of black people want. Let me say this. How I say this. To get things done, to me, you got to start looking at things that that you can purposely do that can really benefit you. Some things we fight to do. That like years ago they had the casket, bury the N-word, bury the N-word. Waste of time. Every rapper uses it. People on enormously use it. The word is not a bad word. We just bought into the psychosis of not knowing what the definition was. If you could kind of put the word niggas up in definition, please. Love Doctor. Niggas. It is a real word. We can't help if the people, when they came over to get us, didn't know how to enunciate. So they changed the word to nigga. Niggas. That's what the word is. No, that ain't not the word. Niggas. I don't know what is that. They'll do that. Probably have to go back and look at etymology.
It's right there. It's right there.
Well, okay. But see, they would do that. See what niggas is how you pronounce it. Niggas. So when they saw us in Akibalam, the name is not Africa, it's Akibalam, okay? The word they kept hearing us say, we would call each other niggas. Niggas. A ruler or a supreme ruler, and they'll say Ethiopia. It was not just limited to Ethiopia, okay? So niggas. That's when they said niggas. So when they would say nigga, look here, nigga, you niggas. And so then they gave it a derogatory type, because when they would call you nigga, they would do it and they would strike you. They would beat you. They would spit on you. They would do something that would denigrate you. So naturally, nigger meant low down, disgusting, dirt. Can we look up what the definition of nigger is? N-I-G-G-E-R. But so a lot of people not familiar. They hear, oh, we need to bear it. No, the problem they have, what they're watching us for, is why do we? Because think about it. When I was in the street, I would say, "What's up, my nigga?" It was never deframing. It was compassionate. Look, a contemporary term for a black or a dark skinned person. Now they make it a little more cuter. The word nigger in the 70s, I know I had to look it up because we was in elementary. We called each other nigger. The teacher made us look it up. The word nigger in like 1978, 79 meant a low down, disgusting, dirty person. But as you can see, phonics, that's all they put in phonics. Niggers. They saying niggers. Niggers is what we were. Niggers is what we are. Because you look, we'll do the AS at the end. We'll kind of come out like that. Now we don't say, what's up, nigger? You know what I'm saying? What's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Close to niggers. So you need to know something before you start fighting the bear. And they realize what is kind of innate in us. It's showing that we're reverting back. Like in the 70s is when they were most afraid of us. 60s, March, 70s, early 70s, late 60s, we started moving on the Pan-African movement. Where people of color start wearing the dashikis. They started pushing the afro. They were pushing the braids. They were pushing the black fish. They were pushing the color. You remember that too, Lee? Mm-hmm. We started pushing stuff. We weren't pushing, they were pushing the beads, like the gold chains and all that wasn't really, you had guys doing it, but we were more or less pushing things that were more our culture, mm-hmm. from where we were, what we originally derived from. So that's when they had their most fear. So what did they do? They gave us Michael Jackson. After he said living off the wall, they pushed him. When they pushed him, his afro, look, can we put the album cover just showing his hair on Living Off the Wall album. This is a little work. I just want y'all to see transformation of how you have been unaware of a lot of things and realize how they use these actors. I'm sorry, you call them rappers. They're nothing but actors. Okay, they're actors. These people are hired to make a fool out of us. There is no way these guys have $170 million, $500 million, $1 billion, and you living like a hood rat. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. These people are theatrical actors. Okay, they use these people to sell foolishness to us. Were you able to pull up that album cover, sir? We can't hear you. Well, you have to help him out. Pull up that one, then pull up his next one.
If y'all can send me a link or help me reference what album cover he's talking about.
Off the album, just the picture. Okay. This man say he need a reference that look pull up off the wall. Man, how old are you?
What on Google? What do I need to type in?
Michael Jackson off the wall album cover.
Michael Jackson off the wall covers. All right, here we go. Anyone in particular?
I mean, either one, just blowing up one. Just blow up one. You can blow up the
I don't
second.
know. Is this the off the wall? Is this the one?
Oh, no.
Second one.
Second one.
Second.
Second.
One.
He way down there, number 9.
That's not even him, man. That's totally different from the rest of them. Come on.
Yeah.
It said that did look like an album cover. I told you I don't know.
Take it down now. Go to do the first one. It's fine. Go ahead. Okay, look at the hair. Look at the hair. Yeah, you good. There you go. You good. But I'll just show you the hair. If you look at the hair, it was more Afrocentric. That's all I'm trying to get him to see. Now his next album would have been Billie Jean. Now watch Billie Jean.
Type in Billie Jean.
Please, album cover. You can see the face. Okay, then you blow that up. Either one, you know. No, come on. That was better. Thank you. I don't know why you go different. You see what so you can see where they started to move us and how they started to play. He's saying Thriller. Thriller was on Billie Jean album, sir. So it's the same album. He's saying Thriller. But you see the hair? You see how the hair texture changed? Because they needed to start pushing us away from Afrocentric, the plaits. They want to get away from the braids. They want to get away from the afros. So now you introduced them in, they came out with the curls, Jerry curls. Which means they introduced us into the perm again. PYT. So this is what they pushed us to. And from here, guess what every artist started doing from the 80s? 80s were big for pushing the Jerry curls. But just showing, but see, this is the same act they put on us in the 50s. They were putting conkerling in there. Because everybody wanted they had to be straight. Jackie Wilson, Little Richard, Sam Cooke, all these people, Nat King Cole, everybody would push it. They put us back to the perm. Guess what happened? We were less effective during that time. There was no big civil rights move in the 50s because these guys were pushing the conkerling. When they came back to the Afrocentric with more of the black hair culture, the Afrocentric mindset, then guess what happened? They started moving toward the fight. And they said they weren't really pushing it like that. Look at culturally how things were, what were we doing when we were more avid about fighting and protesting. In the 80s, what big fight protesting we had in the 80s? Then we had Rodney King. That kicked up and that kind of immersed. But during that time when Rodney King happened, guess what? The curl had played out. Only people still doing curls in the late 80s was in Miami, Florida, and they still doing them now. Hold on, stop. 8 people just got a new Jerry curl in Miami, Florida. That's how behind they are in time. But just look at how they move us. They move us by our hair. In the 90s, what women were put in the 80s, women weren't doing weave. 90s, they started introducing weave. They started pushing more of the weave. Well, our women started falling out. They started dying. Everything they used on us has played a part on our demise. So that's why you got to educate your people to learn how. Don't stop using the word. Just start using the word correctly. Yeah, I got it. Hello?
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Yes, sir.
I can use the word, tell you to kiss my. The word we said bad based off of how I'm using it, or I could tell you as we did it before. Is that in a bad context? If I tell you to kiss it, I'm telling to in a negative way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I say something is as, you know what I'm saying, referencing it to them that they bear similarity, is that bad? So the problem, not the word, the problem is how we use it. This is how they play you and they make a fool out of you. They try to get you to fight words when it's just basically how you use it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So having said that, that's where we at then. That's what we got going on. He said, and California. What about the California?
So the next article Tula sent me, she said you want me to post one about Donald Trump, what he was doing. You want me to go ahead and post that?
Either one. I don't care.
All right.
How you get to doing it anyway, you get all over it.
All right, so here we go.
Trump orders the removal of slavery images and exhibits from all U.S. national parks.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Don't do that yet.
Oh,
okay.
Someone talking about that yet? Okay.
So
I guess somebody got a lot of noise in the background. What is
That's
that?
Dr. Joe's microphone.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me log off.
It's picking up a lot of air. Well, I'm just turning down the volume of it.
Let me log off and log in. Let me see.
Yeah, there's a lot of feedback. We should probably get it.
You got other ones. I thought it come out that case in Mississippi too.
That what?
The case with I think Ben Crump with the gentleman they trying to do the autopsy on to find out about
the Delta State.
Yeah, Delta State.
Got you.
I think that was in there.
What about now?
Yes, that's fine now.
It's not like less cars riding through now.
Crazy day.
Good, don't you know? Let's see.
Hey, that's all of us too.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get people to do what they're supposed to is hard. Other people trying to get me to do something different what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, that's not going to happen. It'll be done this way and not that way. You got the cars riding back through again. I'm sure so.
You got a new microphone, Dr. Joe?
No, I'm just using another laptop.
Oh, okay. This a new laptop you got?
No, it was.
No, she said another one. She never said new.
I'm asking her, is this other laptop a new one?
Just so you using another one. New would refer to something.
Usually when people say I'm using another one, I know when I use another one, I mean I bought a new one. So I'm just clarifying.
No, that's not true. That's not
It's
true.
not new.
Okay.
No,
okay.
sir.
Well, that's why you don't change white cloth.
Throw that one in the way because that microphone shot on that one, Dr. Joe.
Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the cash out. You don't act like that. The Holocaust. Oh yeah, tell me, yeah. Well, that's we want to talk about that a little later. We want him to pull up something else. We got to learn how to get in there and start posting them because we got to wait him to think about it and figure it out.
I really would like help. I really would like for other folks to be able to help me out.
Wait.
I have a lot of different screens.
What do you need?
I'll be up trying to load and find
Your
stuff.
screens are in-
I'll be on different screens. So
As a matter of fact, if I get that baseball bat, I can really help you out. I know I can. You'd be
Here we
surprised
go.
how one good bat change your life.
I'm giving it. Ooh, I'm getting hot.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, Wayno. So anyway, you guys heard about the young man. Well, I think it was 2 people that died supposedly on in a tree. There we go.
I heard.
Delta State. So Tony, here's your article. Attorney.
Oh, you know what? I heard about the headline, but I didn't find the details. So yeah, please share, educate me on this.
All right. So yes, there was a young man who what's his name? Trey I'm trying my computer. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's moving extremely slow. But his name is Trey. I think I got too many windows open. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm waiting on something to close out, and I can see it, but I can't see it right now.
Do you recall what the gentleman's name is? I want to search to see if there's an actual news.
Put it up. Don't do that. Don't do that. She's trying to put it up.
But my computer won't. Okay, there we go. His name is Trey Reed. Demontravion Reed. We call him Trey.
Okay, I found the video. It's 2 minutes long. Is it all right if I play this video? You want me to read this article too?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, here's the video first, okay?
Yes, sir.
Where a coroner's office is maintaining that there is no evidence a young black man was attacked before he was found dead on the Delta State University campus.
Now, Trey Reed's family is ordering an independent autopsy. Now, a warning, some of you may find this story triggering. The 21-year-old was found hanging from a tree on campus Monday morning. The coroner says a preliminary exam shows no signs of broken bones or assault, but Reed's mother told local reporters that she questions what happened to her son. She says she spoke to her son Friday, and he was excited to attend the university. The family says the school has not reached out to them, and they're getting information secondhand from the media.
As we move forward, we're just looking for answers that a simple camera on the university's campus will answer.
We are so concerned about what's going on. We're getting mixed information. We hear everything on the media. So we just want the truth. That's all we're looking for.
Reed was a first-year student and had only been on campus for 1 month when he was found dead. Authorities initially ruling this a suicide. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump is leading an investigation into Reed's death, though. He says Trey Reed was deeply loved and respected by those who knew him, and added Reed's family and the campus community deserve a full independent investigation to uncover the truth about what happened. We cannot accept vague conclusions when so many questions remain. The NAACP posted an image saying a man was lynched yesterday in a post about Trey Reed. The organization expressed skepticism that there was no evidence of foul play in Reed's death and wrote, "Our people have not historically hung ourselves from trees."
Man, oh man, there has been so much today, and I truly don't know where to start. So I'm just going to make sure that we start off with a few facts. So a couple of facts that we need to make clear for everyone is that, number one, Director Christopher Wray, when he was appointed to be the head of the FBI, was appointed by Donald Trump. Now, I will agree that I definitely take issue with a number of decisions that Donald Trump makes, especially when it comes to the people that he decides to appoint to very important positions, including this one, because I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. But when I say that you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI, that is real, because you are the only one that never even served with the FBI prior to joining, yet we are supposed to believe that
That's
you are
false.
the greatest thing since sliced bread. I didn't ask you a question.
Oh.
Damn.
All right.
Add it on there, I guess.
Where is it at?
I thought it was just her. Since I asked you a question. That's crazy. Well,
yeah, that story is amazing, man.
This whole thing will be. I guess it doesn't get enough attention, and that can very well be because of the Trump administration. The reason why I say that, because what their goal, what seems to look to be their goal, is to minimize anything that deals with, you know, quote unquote black culture. And I say quote unquote because black is it really by legal definition, it means something that's not real that portrays to be real. So I'm not a proponent for using the word black when it comes to people about ethnicity. It does not really, you know, Shakar would be more the word that you would use for us if you want to use it, if you want to play on the color basis, not black. Or basically refer to us about our nationality. For me, I'm of the Abari. Abari is the name that means I'm from beyond. That's not from another planet. That means I'm from another location. I'm from beyond, so I'm Abari, is what I want to be by my ethnicity. We need to spotlight this to make sure no improprieties were done.
Right.
This is Mississippi, Delta State, not a big major university like that. I wouldn't put anything past. That's in the Delta. That's why it's Delta State. So that we pretty much, you know, can conclude safely, not quite, but we're not crazy. We're pretty much, without a doubt, almost, you know, we know some impropriety pretty much happened. People don't typically hang. So what do you hang yourself from a tree?
From a tree.
And then to minimize, and I'm sure he has a lot of control as we're learning with the media, with getting people terminated or getting rid of stories, or he's going to put the FBI. You know, he's gonna sick his police on them, which are the FBI, federal government, FCC. So a lot of these people realize you can't put a lot of story on it. A lot of people like Ben Crump, they'll wind up finding it's on them. And I say this to people of dark meaning, if you want to go with that. At some point, we have to strategize and come together, look at how do we secure our existence. We can see with all that we do again, there's nothing we can do that can permanently alleviate us from the factions of these people and their rhetoric. You know, at any time they want, they promote us when they need us to vote. None of this was called out when we were voting. Oh, let's get rid of black this, black that, black that. He never got in office. Not by the hands of people of color or Hispanic people who he's now deporting out. They say illegals, they're looking at, okay, people coming over the gate, people coming in now. Okay, we got to put a stop to it. People that sneak in the country. Okay, people greed. When you start, he got people they're arresting that have legal paperwork to be. I mean, they got work permit. He just snatched a guy out of the car, legal work permit, where his kids are found, and they don't know where he went. They going got an immigration attorney. They can't even find him. These people can't be found. Like, where is he at? What prison? What location? Let me get with a judge. Listen, they're doing it where you can't even find, and nobody has stopped him. Supreme Court's not stopping, federal court's not. He's threatening. He has dirt on all these people. This man is more dangerous than J. Edgar Hoover was the most dangerous man ever to run in America. He had files on everybody. This man creates. He knows if they're in those offices, he knows that they've done impropriety. And I'm sure, I'm almost willing to bet 100%. He has enough dirt on them. They can't touch him. The senator, the Senate, the Congress, they can't touch him. They know you crossed this line. I got something on you. He solidified. Listen, every one of them did not support him when he lost that election. He's making them pay for it. He has dirt on it. And all the FBI agents who did, and I think the FBI agent, I think the FBI agency to me is a good overall government entity. They're instrumental in other countries with investigations, terrorism. They do a lot. FBI does a lot. He's totally just demolished them and put a lot of people in now that aren't the people that could be at their best, highest level. He has people in here and these are separate for a reason. You know, when the president controls he wants to control the Federal Reserve, he wants to control, you know, the FBI, he wants to control all federal agencies, he wants to control the National Guard, nobody's seen this before. It's just unprecedented. Then you just like, I want to get rid of permanent seats, but he wants to run a third term as president. He wants his health is not there. It's just all talk. He hadn't done a year yet. He's burnt out. His hand, his feet swelling. I mean, that's because of age too.
Yeah.
Fluid, how he eats and everything else. It's no what he won't make a third term, just health wise, and being able to keep that mental clarity coming, it won't be that. He could tell people to make them think it is, but it's not. We have a lot of work to do, and I cannot express how important it is that people of color learn to work together. I mean, I got people, they want to fight me. Listen, I'm not your fight. You need to look at your plight. Your plight is you need to get your homes together. You need to get your kids educated. You need to get some things that can secure your future. Your well-being. That is important. But you waste your time fighting, mediocre fights that I don't control what you make. I don't control where you stay. I don't control your job hiring or firing you. The person who does, you're afraid to attack and say, listen, I'm talking about physical attack. You need to fight with words anymore. Words are not effective unless we put actions behind them. We need to start with the name calling. Let's start assessing the situation, correcting the situation. That's what we need to do. All the name calling, use a bunch of big words. I'm not impressed with that. What is our agenda? How we're going to move here to secure ourselves? That's the only thing important. People of color, we didn't know how to secure ourselves. We get advantage. Hispanics and blacks have been fighting a long time too. For why? Because we buy into the rhetoric of other people. They teach us hate about you. They tell us all y'all come over here, you're back wet, you come over through the sewer. Lies. You swam over through the sewer, you got knives, you want to cut people up, all of your game. All lies. They tell you to us, we want to rape white women. We hate you. We want to kill you. We're going to rape you and rob you. We sell drugs. All lies. This is not all of us. These are amounts. There are people in our group. These people have been steered to these career moves based off of the system. By undermining and undereducating. By putting them in low-income housing. So you push the narrative of gangs. You push the narrative of drugs. You push the narrative. So don't play like this is something just innate in them that Hispanics are just gang dealers, gang members, drug sellers, and blacks. This is something you actually promote. And we got to promote better microphones too. President Joe, that thing, I heard enough traffic right there. I'm just waiting on the red light. Yes, sir.
Really? This is so bad.
Some that you said earlier made me thinking and I might be mistaken, but I think that the retirement age is supposedly around 62 or 65. Why do you think it is that our presidents are pretty much typically always in their 70s or 80s?
Well, yeah, a couple of younger. George Bush, Clinton, Barack Obama. I mean,
so George Bush was
rhetoric.
He was born in 1946. Joe Biden, he was born in 1942. Donald Trump was born in 1946. So you kind of look over historically.
But when he was when George Bush was president, he wasn't in his 70s.
So right now, the past two presidents have been in their 70s and predicted to be in their 80s. So I either way, they still very old. Most of them are still beyond the retirement age. I was just curious. What's y'all take on why is that seems like most of them are always beyond the average retirement age?
What people still in power? You bring in the old guards to make sure the new guards remember to follow the same protocol. We had people like Clinton, Obama, who they incited more youthful people, more youthful thinking. When Clinton was in, when Obama was in, how many riots y'all remember? How many college uproars you had? No, because a lot of younger whites, blacks aren't really interested in the past of the rhetoric of let's go fight. They learn about it to make sure we don't repeat. So you bring in people like Joe Biden, you bring in people like Donald Trump because you want the old guards to teach the new guards to keep the rhetoric. This is why they've been so upset about the passing of the young guy Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
He helped to push the narrative of what? Making sure that whites stay in power and always remember that other people are less capable of doing the job. He's not taking, like, he getting rid of slavery with Donald Trump. Is he getting rid of Confederacy? Because that's all tied to slavery. No. That's a part of history. So is slavery. While the Confederate fight with the North was not about abolishing slavery, slavery was a part. Slavery was being held down because of the Confederacy. And the only reason the North wanted to end slavery, they wanted to end free labor. They were looking at, you're using free labor when we're doing what? We're paying top dollar, so we can't compete on a scale with you. Look at now. You go, people move up north for what reason? Better paying jobs. Okay. People move to the south after what? After they sold their houses, then they overpaid, but you pay because the market.
Yeah.
Sell their homes up there, they move to the south. They know I'm going to be making a lot less money in the south, but I can get a lot more house and land. They get 1 acre. That's like 100 acres to them. An acre lot. They show their, they say, man, you can own slave. We're looking like on an acre, a half an acre lot, based off of how, because commercial, how things are up there. It's hard. It's like everything's tight. There's not enough space to give you like acres. So now, what you look at, so competing on the side, competing against the South hurts them. Why? They got unions up north. The union, look, after 8 hours, you're paying overtime, not 40. Down the South, you're paying overtime after 40. So a guy can weigh you out all the way up. Sunday, they paying double time. You might get time and a half after 40 plus, then you see what I'm saying? So it's just so when you look at it's the same plight for them. All the North want to do is let's get the way. Look at what they're doing now. The South is what you could come down here and buy a house for pennies on the dollar. Look at our housing. They're making our housing come up to the housing costs of New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia. So what that means? That means the price of labor is going to go up too, right? So if they get the price of labor up to where the housing matches up with the North, guess what? They won. Now let's see if you can outcompete me. Mm-hmm. Because now the cost is the same. The pay is the same. Mm-hmm. You got what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the whole fight was only about just trying to get the South to get the pay market up. Let's make it competitive. It was never because, oh, this is so wrong. People of color shouldn't be slaves. It was never for that. And these things, when they come to light, then people of color realize your plight only came in because it was an economic issue. So now, how do we look at how we free ourselves? It's economic. Slavery only ended because of economics. It's still alive. If you're going to buy into it, it's over. It was because of economics. It was not because of morality. Mm-hmm. But you got our people that are ignorant who don't realize the dollar played the part in your, in your somewhat freedom. So now we got to come back and learn how to use the dollar again. Yep. Which means we have to learn how to circulate the dollar and stop just throwing the dollar out the window, because it don't come back when we throw out the window. We got to put the dollar where it circulates. Yep. I can help. I'm not your enemy, people. I can help you. But we've been fighting each other so long. We've been kind of working against each other so long, or feeling like, oh, they accept me. I'm in the group. No, you're just convenient, but you're always expendable. So you have to substantiate yourself or put yourself in a position to where whichever way they move politically, they don't cripple you to an end of where we at now. Mm-hmm. We fell in the school, so our kids are behind. I talk to them every week, pouring my heart out to them. Bad decisions I made, how I went the wrong way, all the things that hurt me later in life, trying to get them to make better decisions. We have to keep imprinting it. This ain't a one-time conversation. This has to be a constant. We got to kind of burn it in their minds. We got to push to make sure we facilitate that. We got to go back and take out of school. Trump pulling the federal government out of school weren't a bad thing. It was a good thing because now we got to look at, we have to become more active now. Now you're looking at, it's going to cost me more of my taxpayer money. I need to be here on your behind. I need to be demanding these teachers to do their jobs. Go ahead.
In your opinion, do you think the public school system can be rehabilitated, or is it best to abandon it?
No, it can be rehabilitated. I don't think it was ever a problem of rehabilitating. We just got to pull out some of the leftist type thinking. When I say the leftist type thinking, I don't want to put this on a Democratic Party, Republican. Let the party stuff go. This agenda is bigger than that. The party stuff is just games with us, okay? We got to start looking at the individuals. A couple of things have to come out of the system. We got to put discipline back in the system. Parents need to be able to come up and discipline their kids. We need to put more seasoned teachers in there. I think we have too many young people who don't understand a child's mentality, who don't understand how to deal with children, let alone a child, children. Now you're looking at a mass. I don't know how to deal with a child. There's no way I know how to deal with children, okay? You have to be seasoned. You got to understand the mentality of a child. You got to read a child. A child talks to me, I can pick your conversation. Y'all saw about how long it take me to pick up a conversation. I'm a parent. I know kids. I'm a grandparent. It ain't hard. I know a kid. I know well, throw this kid away, save the kid. You got to know that. You got to know, listen, redirect. No, to the office. We need to get you out of school. You talk twice. Are you serious? You got up out of your desk. You sharpened your pencil yesterday. You shouldn't have to sharpen it anymore this week. Get out. You got to be, we're doing expulsion from school. We got to get rid of and we got to get rid of, if we're going to use women of color, y'all can get mad at me. Any school system, first thing we got to do is give you a test of a man or a picture of a man and say, what is this right here? The enemy, get out. The black man is not your enemy. If you had a bad relationship, you're not finna sit here and keep killing our young black men. I'm sick of you with this foolishness. If you don't know what this is, you look at him, the future leader, husband, brother, friend. That's what I need you to say. When you pass that picture test, get out. I don't need you to teach it because we got too many young, quote unquote, black men in the school system for you to have this hate mentality when you're trying to educate our kids.
Right.
Separate, differentiate. Don't you think when I've dealt with bad women, I would never I've never taught my sons that black women were quote unquote black or bad women. You don't want one of the worst thing in the world. Black one. I never taught to them. Whatever you choose, you get because that is what you want. We have to stop normalizing killing each other. You know, talking about these men ain't real and you got a head full of fake hair. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
That's right, preacher.
Yeah, got fake boobs, a patch of behind that here. Shut your mouth. Boy, they're talking men ain't real. What a real man. What a real women. And that's not every woman either.
Right.
Y'all pull up another story. They're going to get mad. They're going to start a protest on me. That junk don't move me. None of that stuff moves me for real. I just keeps it real because I care about people. I'm a lover of all people. White, black, Chinese, any. I just don't eat any food. Now, I'm going to be flat with you. I ain't going to eat it. You cook it. I ain't going to eat it. I ain't going to tell you no lie. Don't keep asking me. No, I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to hear that little music playing when I eat it, and I'm going to get sick on my stomach and throw up in my mouth. Go ahead.
Hey, some you mentioned, you used the word left. I hear people use different terms like the left or the right, a liberal, conservative, and it seems to be really confusing to me. Is it designed, in your opinion, to cause confusion, those terms?
Well, it does, but it's their underlying way of kind of denigrating. Anytime when they don't agree with people, they try to give you a way of kind of identifying people. Like you had the Sadducees and the Pharisees. One, like the Pharisees, which is the Parashim, is the proper name. They believed in the resurrection and they believed in Malachi, which they would call angels. The Sadducees didn't believe in either. They didn't believe when a man died, he'd get up, and they did not believe in Malachi, which they would call angels. They didn't believe in him. So you use these names to more or less to know. When I say he's a Sadducee, I pretty much nutshell told you what you need to know about it. Don't have the conversation because you're not going to get anywhere with him trying to tell him about Malachi. They're going to call angels, spirits. And you're not going to get anywhere you start trying to convince them of a resurrection. Okay? With the Parashim, which are the separate that they call Pharisees. That means these are people that are separate. They believe in the resurrection. They do believe that there are Malachi, that there are spirits that come down. Okay? So they use the leftist terms. So they can just let you know when they're leftists. Basically, listen, they're gonna be in the homosexuality. They're gonna push the homosexual narrative. They're gonna push the abortion, and that's not true. Just because a person's a Democrat does not believe they believe in homosexuality and believe as well. But you put them under terminology. So they do that to try to push that narrative. So you say, you know, how you doing? I'm such a Democrat. Okay, he's a leftist. Okay, he's into the homosexual thing. He's into the abortion. You know, he's into the whole little thing. You know, they put other stereotypes. Just like when they call you the word nigger. It said everything another white person, a person who knew how to use that word and that term. They let them know they need to know. Without going into a lot of details. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Totally makes sense. Appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you. Listen, our goal here is to do what? Educate others and educate ourselves at the same time.
Right.
That's the purpose of the show. 2 mics on the mouth. We got a mic. What's on your mind? Let's learn and grow together. It's not we're teaching you we're learning and growing together. That's how we become better. Let me tell you something. Conversation. Conversation is exchanging opinions. Okay, once we define, then we get facts. Right now in conversation, we're exchanging opinions. That's the purpose of conversating. So what we're doing now, we're exchanging, opinions. Now, what we want to do, let's go ahead and factuate them. Let's put facts. Got it? We start from opinions, but then we want to start making what's factual. What's just opinion? Let's get rid of it. If it doesn't change anything, if it does not better anything, then let's go ahead and get rid of it, know where to put it. But once it becomes fact, this is what we'll live by. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is a so-called independent? An independent got a different view set. The independent party really kind of started and broke off after they felt like the Republican Party left their views. It felt like the Republican Party kind of left their views, so people kind of broke off from the party. The Republican Party is not an original party. The original party is called the Whig Party. That was started by a man named Henry Clay. Henry Clay was also, that was more or less the Whig Party. Remember, they used to wear the wig. They were considered to be more conservative. So Abraham Lincoln, who was a Republican, actually followed the doctrines of Henry Clay. The Whig Party. That's all. See, all these people do. Listen. Okay, how many of y'all remember? I don't know. Like sometimes they had a wrestler. They wear a mask. There'll be somebody. I remember. Do you remember Dustin Rhodes? His son Dustin used to wrestle. You remember him, Dustin, when he wrestled? Do you remember who Springer Dust was? Okay, that was his son too. That was Dustin. Dustin started wearing the wig, started wearing the makeup. He called himself Sprinkle Down, something like that. Sprinkle something. Some kind of dust, some kind of sprinkle, some stuff. So it's the same character. We just changed it. We just changed the costume. Mm-hmm. These people hadn't changed. So these party break out. You got the Tea Party break off. You got what's his name? He started Nader, Rap Nader. He started a different party too. So these parties just keep breaking out. All these breakoffs are nothing but Republican. Democrats don't break out. Democrats pretty much just stay the same people. They don't. Yeah, Gold Dust. That's who you want. But it's the same.
Oh, yeah. I remember Gold Dust.
But that's Dustin Rhodes. That's Dustin, the junior.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying? All he did was just put on makeup. He's nobody different. He just looked to appear different. You see what I'm saying? He's still the same wrestler. We just changed the costume. That's all. Remember years ago, Air Tran?
Yes, sir.
Air Tran was who? They were Value Jet.
Value Jet. Mm-hmm.
And who are they now?
It was Value Jet.
Spirit.
They're Southwestern. See that they nobody who they Southwestern Air. That's what they are. Nobody see none of these people to change. All they do is change costume. They the same people. Yes, ma'am. Gold Dust is Dustin. This is one of Dusty Rhodes. So it's the same wrestler. He just changed. All he did was just put on Gold Dust. Gold Dust, what do you call it? Short for Dustin, yeah. But he put on and the same people. So if y'all know, he can show an image of Dustin, not Dusty. Dusty is the daddy. Dustin and Gold Dust. They're the same people. So when you watch these parties, they're the same people. They change the face and mask it up to make you think they're somebody different. So look at this. The Ku Klux Klan, what did they put on? They were the same people. They were the same people that did what? They owned the businesses, that worked at the bank. They were the same people that worked in the police department, the sheriff department. They were the same people that did what? That worked in the courtroom, the judge. So all they did was just put a mask on. They're the same people.
Yep, it's definitely the same person.
So, and I say that to say this: we got work we have to do. We have a lot of work, people, and we can't get it all in the little time we got. But we got to become proponents for bettering ourselves or putting ourselves in a better position. And we got to cut the rep. Listen, to me, day one, what I would say, let's cut all these rappers off. That's the first thing. Cut that off. We need to get rid of the music. You remember a song years ago? Must be the what? Must be the
money.
No, he don't know. You too young.
Must be the money.
No, must be the music that's doing what?
Turning me on.
Must be the what?
Must be the music.
The music.
And guess what? And guess what got us killing ourselves and got our young people doing what they're doing? Must be the music. So they're showing Gold Dust. Now he got to play gay. Now he's showing his dad. That's his dad. You put in Dusty. Dustin, Tin, not Y. Dustin is different. Dustin and Gold Dust. See, you see how that fell off with a simple dropping a Y? Then and now. You saying that he didn't look like that. He didn't have to have, but they just showing you how they look then. But when he originally started, he had no makeup on. So that's showing you two more transformation he made. You see him back. So now you see the mask, you see the makeup, you're looking at, oh man, that's a whole nother person. No, it's the same person. And that's how they play you now. It's all costumes. They can keep Gold Dust, Genie the American Dream. Who is that? Oh yeah, he said Genie the American Dream. That's what he looked like, yeah. But again, it just shows how we are constantly being manipulated. Y'all got about night they was somebody else. By day they played like, hey, I'm fair for whomever, and everybody should have an equal right pull up. But that's the case. Why will you leave our achievements here? See, it's a purpose on getting rid of everything that we've done. We get rid of what we've done, then we'll look at we have to create. We've already created. We need to learn how a role's already been put down for us. We got to learn how to build from there. They want you to go back and build from scratch. They know how important history. If they didn't, he wouldn't be putting that Confederate flag and be putting the Confederate soldiers back up, because that's part of their history. So when you take that down and you change the name on, they know you just erased their history. Their bad history is their good history. We got people, Charles Drew, medicine people, Cotton Gin, Red Lights, Eli Whitney. We got so many people and it's nothing attached to them of killing white people, raping babies, or destroying towns. You see what I'm saying? When you look at their history, it always involved what? Death, destruction, murder. You show us, we rescue it. Even when we did fight, the Buffalo Soldier, who do we do? We fought the Indians. They couldn't conquer the Indians. They had rifles and they couldn't beat a man shooting a bow and an arrow. You want to get rid of the Buffalo Soldiers. You want to get rid of Tuskegee Airmen. You couldn't beat Hitler. They couldn't get a bomber in. They needed the bombers to come in and drop down in Germany. Every time they do it, listen, they were losing bombers. The Tuskegee Airmen never lost one bomber. So you're taking people they're going to take inherently are less educated, less sophisticated in conversation, don't have the skill set. But yet these guys flew planes and never lost one bomber. That's how they beat Hitler. Had they never flown over there, we'll be saying right now. 40 watching, 15 like. Listen, 40 people, get your behind and hit that like button. Wake your behind up. What y'all doing? Y'all hear this?
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Okay. Let's go.
Dr. Joe?
Next story. They don't want to talk no fast.
Which story you want to put up next, Tuli?
Dr. Joe, we're gonna give it to her.
Okay, take your phone off mute, Dr. Joe.
Is this still sounding like that?
No, not now.
Okay.
Don't try to talk humble either. You know you're a thief. You'll be
Okay.
stealing some sand before you know it. Go ahead, sweetie. Hit that like button.
I have to say, before I start, I had a little video for you guys. It was so cute. But the audio is not working. So I had to improvise and I had to change it, what I had planned. So here it goes. Actually, I sent an article a while back about this girl that committed suicide. Bueno or Tuli, I don't know if you remember. She left a note and she committed suicide. And I would like to play that article. It was actually like 2 weeks ago. But this month is suicidal awareness month. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. But before that, I wanted to play that article. I don't know if any of you have it.
I'm looking.
It's let me see if I can find it.
What are those things right now? Oh, no, laughing. I thought there was some shoes. I was like, what kind of shoes are those?
I don't know if you can find it. Let me see.
Listen.
Oh wow. Okay.
You don't have to kill it. You don't get it.
I see what you're saying.
Don't worry about it.
You found it?
About in the car? Yeah, birthday. Okay.
Yes, that article.
I got you. Excuse me. Was it a yes? I don't think it's oh, excuse me.
So my microphone is better now, right? Bueno, it doesn't sound like anything.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh shoot, I went the wrong way. Hold on.
I don't know if there's like a YouTube article about that or it's just that.
Here, let's see. Oh, I have it. I just hit the wrong. My computer is.
Well,
I got it.
Okay.
What? Okay. You ain't gonna find it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Give me just a second.
Thank you, Tua.
I'm trying to get it ready for you, Wayno. Here we go.
You know you have access. You can just play it from your screen, Tuli.
I could, but I ain't. Let's see. Feel free to when you go. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. There you go.
It's right there.
All right, here we go.
Is there a video?
Y'all got to instruct me. What would y'all like for me to do? Y'all want me to zoom in? Y'all want to read?
That tragedy as a young woman takes her life after posting birthday videos alone. Is it a video to? Is that the video to the right?
Is there a video there, Moana? I don't think that's
We're born with our hair like this, and we just wear it like this because it's
No,
natural. Because
Is this the video you're referring to?
the reason
No.
for it, you might say, is like
No,
a
that's
new
not
awareness
acceptable.
among black.
No, you can exit that.
Let's see. Oh, it's on down, Bueno. Not to the
Oh,
right.
it's-
Oh goodness. My computer. Do you see it, Bueno?
So if you scroll down, the article is that like in the bottom, Bueno.
Right there. Copy link. Hold on, I'm trying to
Keep on going down.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to
More. Right there.
Right now.
with everybody.
Hey, as y'all know, it's my birthday, and I just wanted to say happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to Kiaria. Happy birthday to me. I made it to 22, y'all. Ain't that crazy? Let's make a wish.
She needed some courage.
That's right. So this video went viral because right after that she committed suicide. So I'm sorry.
That was alcohol she was drinking.
Yeah,
And
that was alcohol she was drinking.
She needed courage. She needed
Yeah.
courage to do it.
Yeah. So she left a note to her siblings saying she loves them, but she just couldn't do it anymore. So she committed suicide right after that. So I'm gonna borrow the screen so I can share my screen. And let me know if you can see my screen shortly. Entire screen. Okay. Next time I'll do a little video for you guys, but I couldn't do it this time, which is okay. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I got it from the video, so I literally just copied because I did it right now in a couple of minutes. But September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and suicide is like a top topic to talk about, but silence doesn't save lives. So I wanted to speak up, have an open conversation, what's really happening, why rates are rising, and what we can do together. So to start, we're going to look at numbers. So I have some statistics here. So the latest statistics they have online are 2023. They haven't updated it to 2025 online. So these are 2023. So almost 50,000 people in the US died by suicide last year. That makes it the 11th leading cause of death. Men are nearly 4 times more likely to die than women. So even children as young as 4 or 5 have shown suicidal thoughts. For ages 10 to 24 is the second leading cause of death. And in just the last 20 years, youth suicide rates have jumped by more than 50%. So why is this happening? A lot has to do with modern pressure. Social media, smartphones are linked to less sleep, more bullying, and constant comparison. On top of that, school stress, the isolation that grew right after COVID. For older adults, is usually illness, losing independence, and feeling cut off. Suicide doesn't belong to one group. It affects every age and every background. But behind statistics, we have people, families, friends, and communities. So everyone is included in that. So suicide does not discriminate. So the psychology of suicide thinking, understanding why and the mind of why this happened. And suicidal thoughts don't mean someone is weak. They mean the pain feels so heavy. The brain starts convincing them that there's no way out. And that's why compassion, not judgment, is the response that saves. But not all suicidal thoughts look the same. There are two types. The passive thoughts sound like, I wish I can just go to sleep and not wake up. And then the active thoughts are more serious. They involve planning or preparing to act. And just to pause right here, the passive thoughts, and for the people listening right now, if you have anyone with passive thoughts, what you can do in regards to that is there's no immediate help. Just make sure that the thoughts are not present at that moment. And if it's something this thought that they had in the past, then you can get them help by getting them evaluated. Usually is the suicidal assessment. So you can either contact the school if it's children, or you can go to the hospital and ask for a suicidal assessment to see how detrimental those thoughts are. Now, if it's active thoughts, which is serious, they're planning to do it at the moment. What's recommended to do, or I would say what you should be doing, is calling 988 for immediate help, or taking that person into the hospital so that they can evaluate and to see if they need to be hospitalized or to get help for them. Okay, so both are warnings and both need immediate attention. But one is more detrimental than other. So why do these thoughts happen at all? So they usually come from pain, trauma, hopelessness, or feeling disconnected. Many feel like a burden to others. Mental health struggles can trick the brain into saying there's no way to moving forward. But those thoughts are symptoms. So it's just a moment of symptoms, but people usually think it's a forever symptom. It's not the truth. They don't feel worth at the moment. To understand this more clearly, let's look at what's happening inside the brain. So what happens inside the brain when someone feels suicidal? Think about it like a car. The prefrontal cortex, if you guys can see it there.
It's a
Let me
frontal.
hide it. Yeah, there you go. So the prefrontal cortex, the brakes, helps the judgment and self-control. Under stress, those brakes get weak. Then the amygdala, the gas pedal, controls fears and emotions. When it gets stuck, it floods the brain with sadness and panic. And the fuel, the brain's chemical. So that's the chemicals the brain have. That's serotonin and that's dopamine. When they're out of balance, the whole system misfires. There's no control. That's why suicidal thoughts feel overwhelming. But there's good news. The brain can heal. A lot of people don't know that the brain can heal. Even if you've had traumas in the past and it had damaged the brain could always rewired. Therapy, rest, sometimes medication is necessary. Sometimes it could be done naturally. Exercise, nutrition, and most importantly, connection with others. They all help reset the system of the brain. The brain can rewire, like I said, itself. It rewires itself. And what feels unbearable today can become manageable again eventually. Now, let's look at the risk that increase suicide and the factors that protect against it. Risk includes isolation, substance use, nonstop stress, and past attempts. So not recommended for a human being to be isolated for a long period of time. Eventually, Preacher has mentioned it a long time, very often. A human being is not meant to be alone. They're meant to be with a group of people. When isolation happens for a long period of time, the brain starts deteriorating. So protective factors include strong relationships, therapy, healthy coping skills, and reasons to stay connected to life. Even one close bond can make a huge difference. So, and if we know the risk, we can also spot the warning signs. So warning signs matter. So talking about death, if you see somebody talking about death, saying they feel like a burden, pulling away from others, sudden mood swings, changes in behavior, giving away belongings, or untreated struggles like depression and anxiety for, again, long periods of times, catching these signs early can prevent suicide. So what should we do when we notice these signs? First, ask, be direct, listen, like really listen, like be very present when you're listening without judgment. Encourage them to get help. If possible, remove things that could be used for harm, such as scissors, knife, ropes. So that's why when they're hospitalized in an empty room when they don't have anything they can use for suicidal. Sometimes one real conversation is enough to change a life. And that's why prevention is possible. So prevention is connection, is checking in, is showing someone they matter. Suicide is not something that cannot be stopped. It can be stopped. And often prevention starts with simplest things like support. Support doesn't mean solving someone's problem. It means being there, sitting with them, letting them know they're not alone, that presence can change everything. And one powerful example of survival comes from this one story. This happened in 2000, I believe. At 19, Kevin Hines jumped from the Golden Gate Bridge. The second he hit, he actually spoke. He goes out and speaks, and he said that the second he let go, he regretted it. He broke his spine when he hit the water because it was like concrete. A sea lion kept him afloat until the Coast Guard rescued him, and this is a true story. And now he shares the story worldwide, and it reminds us survival is possible. And like this, there's so many other stories, and where kids try to commit suicide, they don't get to the point of dying, and they say that the moment they feel like they're dying, they regret it. Unfortunately, a lot of kids or a lot of people that have committed suicide have not been able to tell that story. So again, because suicidal ideation is a thought that only lasts for that moment because their brain is feeling overwhelmed. They feel like they cannot come out of that moment. However, it's just a thought. Eventually, they can recuperate and that brain comes out of that phase. So resources. Look at us. I made a little resources. We have some resources. So if you or someone you know is struggling.
Which one am I supposed to be?
Preacher, you're the one with orange. I tried to make Dwayne a little shorter, but I couldn't do it.
That's terrible.
Make me a little shorter, but I couldn't do it. So it was hard.
All us the same height. It's a scary resource. So go ahead.
If you or someone you know is struggling, dial or text 988. So a little bit about a lot of people mention 988. What happens when you dial 988? You're going to get an operator. The operator is going to ask you if this case is immediate, meaning is this person trying to commit suicide right now? Are you thinking about it right now? If you said yes, myself, it could be yourself or it could be someone else, is thinking about suicide right now. I need immediate help. What's going to happen is you're going to be transferred to a therapist. These therapists are trained to deal with suicidal ideation. They're going to help that person or yourself. If they hear, hey, I'm just sad and I just thought about committing suicide 2 weeks ago, they're not going to give you immediate help because it's just for emergencies. So 988 is for an emergency suicidal ideation at the moment. That's something a lot of people don't know. So if you call and it's not immediate, they're not going to help you right there. But if you need immediate help, 988, they could definitely help you. If it's a crisis where somebody is already in the act, example, cutting themselves, I would suggest hospital or 911, or 988 is the crisis line. It's important to know it for you or anyone that needs help. You can also reach out to family members, close family members you trust, friends. Like for us, we have the synagogue community, so you can definitely reach out to anyone. If you are not in our community, you could definitely, reach out to whoever you trust. And then you also have counselors. You could also see if you have already a counselor, you could definitely reach out to your counselor or a support group. And no one should be facing this alone, most importantly. So from suicidal ideation, it is important to have a support group around you for help. And that's it. You guys have any questions? If anybody have any questions, next time I'll have the little video for you ready. But
great job. I really like that presentation. That's awesome. I like the photos, the pictures too. Awesome.
Thank you. I had to do it right now because I don't know why this video didn't play, but it was a really cute video, but it's okay. But any questions you guys have in regards to suicidal ideation?
I guess for me, it'd be more comment question. I appreciate the video. I mean the video, but the presentation, what you put out. It's a lot of effort put into it. For me personally, I think that I like suicide enough to more or less create more mindset. It's kind of like one of those old saying, monkey see, monkey do. Man has been, suicide has always been a part of our society. Not to agree with it, but it's a part of our society. I tend to lean toward people that commit suicide are more weaker. I contemplated it several times in my youth. I never, acted upon it to do it, but and it's always, to me, when people do it, speaking from my perspective, it's a sign of weakness, of things not going the way you want them to go, or wanting your way, striking back at other people that hurt them. And then you got people that are caught up with this mental illness that kind of, linked to suicide, not actually being able to function well and not being to rationalize. I think teaching people more reasoning skills, getting people to accept what life is. We think life is happy, laughing, fun, playing, when it's not all the time. Of course, that's something we all would enjoy. But life is it's full of challenges, disappointments, hurts. But that's what make the wins better. When you finally win, you're like, I won. So you appreciate that. Then, sickness make you appreciate your health. Being broke make you appreciate having money. Being homeless makes you appreciate having a home. And that's that balance of life. And I think when you don't teach people the balances and teach them how life works, you can't have one without it. It seems like that's crazy. Why can't I want to be happy all the time? it's just not practical. You know, wanting to like storybook, they have the bad parts of what happened. Then what the happy ever after comes after what? The tragedy. After the night losing the shoe, being criticized like Cinderella. She was made to clean up, hated by her stepson, wicked stepmother, her stepsisters, losing a shoe, finally getting a break, and then you get your break, and then you wind up losing from there. You think you never recover, and you know she did recover. So good story in a sense. But a lot of Snow White, you know, having to try to eating the apple. Well, she didn't eat the apple and needed the dwarf to kiss or somebody. Or did the frog?
The kiss from the prince.
Okay. While she was there. So I mean, just all these little stories come out, but you look at the tragedies, then you look at the happily ever after. Was like, wow, that's what we try to program people to look at. There is an ending that's better than what you're dealing with now. Suicide doesn't get you there. Or if I can just kill myself, I can just not wake up, then my life will be better. No, your life will be over, and then you got to realize there's a judgment. So if you didn't complete the task, it's like I'm taking a 3-hour test. Okay, you know, man, I wish this test would end right now. I'm 5 minutes in the test. Does that mean if the test ends after the test, I didn't complete it? So I think when people look to suicide, they look to it for, you know, for the wrong reason. They feel like, you know, I'm gonna strike. I think that people look at, you know, that's their way of striking back at me. Like, I mean, mine was like strike back. People can say I'm hurt. People can say, "Oh man, you hurt. Oh, when would you be hurt?" On the problem is you practical too, along with suicide prevention. You got to make a choice. You know, if I gotta follow you, tie you down, strap you to something, you at a point in your life that's where you're at, and it's bad. That's a bad place to be. No, oh, that's no. But me personally, tying you up and holding you down, you know, people with mental illness, you have to make your mind up. It's life. You're not going to get anything better than life. You can get your leg amputated. You can go blind. All these are tragic, hurtful, but you are alive. And you learn to appreciate your sight. You learn to appreciate being able to walk. You learn to appreciate being able to have fingers to move until, you know, you don't appreciate that until one of your hands get amputated. There are so many things we take for granted. And that's why people, to me, move more towards suicide, because they feel like all these things you're supposed to have. No, it's gifted. Everything you have is gifted. The ability to be able to speak, to see, to walk, to know the rest. These things are gifted. And when you see other people with colostrophe bags and diapers on, and you know, just definitely you thinking, oh, that's nasty. But I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't. You could if he gave you that, but he didn't. So you'll learn to appreciate, and you don't look down on other people that don't have it. It humbles you. It humbles me when I see people in inadequate situations, because I realize that should be me and that could be me.
Yeah.
So I think people that look at suicide need to be more educated on. Nobody owes you nothing. It's life. I think they feel like people like groups, and we put a lot of money in behind trying to keep people killing themselves, but we don't put money behind keeping people like, okay, I'm not, just say right now. Just say Tula, for instance. She's not suicidal, okay? But she's fighting to pay bills and take care of her kids. She's struggling, trying to make payment. And you know what we say? That's her problem. It is. Why don't we tell people that with suicide? What is that? What is this going to push her? When she's looking at, I'm doing all I can to make it. I'm struggling. I'm raising 3 kids by myself. Why would we have help for her?
Yeah.
Having help for her kid. But we're going to run behind people who want to go and take their life. When you look at the average of them, they really have a small problem that does not call for killing yourself permanently. I'm not saying some people don't have problems, but you look at, if Tula is a single mom with 3 kids under 8, her problem is going to be a little longer than your problem is. But we have old programs and helping Tula sustain a home, sustain being able to get groceries in the house to feed her kids to keep them off the street. We are going to put our money behind people who want pity. Not every one of them. I'm just talking about the people who do, who want us to throw ourselves behind them and say, oh, don't kill yourself. We'll give you what you want. We'll hold you. We'll keep you. We'll rub you. We'll stroke you. What about Tuli trying to provide for her kids?
Mm-hmm.
That's another outlook at it.
Mm-hmm.
What about y'all inside? We'll disagree.
And preacher, if you don't mind me asking, when you had the suicidal thoughts, what were you feeling? Like, what were you going through? Why did you get to that point to think like, I think you I describe it as like it was passive. You had those thoughts. I don't think you ever tried to. You did. You said you did. Yeah, I remember you said you did. Yeah, you're right. What were you going through at that time? Like, what if you don't mind me asking? Like, what were you feeling?
It happened a few times. Hurt, relationship, just hurt with life. Just kind of looking how life was going. Didn't feel like I liked where the outcome was going. All of it all falls back to again being weak-minded, being weak. And I can say that, having had that and about to do. I took my gun before and like man, just end. All of it again was due to bad, poor decision making. Not liking the outcome or where things were going to go, and what's the easy way out? Just get out and kill myself so I don't have to face it. So the suicide is not about weakness; it is very much about weakness.
It's about weakness, yes.
It's always about weakness. It's about weakness and trying to get other people to pity. I'm telling you, being a person that has contemplated.
So you felt like you were trying to get other people to pity you when you were.
I wanted people to pity me. That's wanting to pity you, want to get out of a situation. I didn't want to deal with outcome.
Wow. Okay.
Where I felt like it was going to go, it's like, why? I can just get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what has to happen? A person had to become responsible. A person had to take responsibility for a decision they make too.
Yeah.
Look at it. You won't find nobody killing themselves because they're doing so well.
Right.
Nothing's going on. It doesn't. It's because they're in a situation they don't know how to deal with. You gotta listen. You have to strategize when situations come. Depression can come to anybody that does. Don't listen to. I never been depressed. People lie.
Right. Everyone.
I get overwhelmed. I get overloaded. But I have to sit down. I have to make decisions. It can't be okay. Overwhelmed. Kill yourself. Oh, it's too much. Take yourself out. No, it's too much. I have to start looking at breaking it down. You know how to eat an elephant.
One bite at a time is supposedly what they say.
I mean, how would you do?
And what about like when you have moments of weakness? What gives you strength?
For me, hold on, sweet. I ain't been trying to do that. That was years back. That's been over 30 some years ago and further. But I mean, for me now, me is always looking to knowing that I got people counting on me and depending on me. I think anybody can fall prey to that. I don't think it's abnormal for people to let thoughts come, like you said, the passive thoughts. But at the end of the day, you have to start considering, what do you have to live for? I have more to live for than to die for.
Right.
And that's typically how you have to kind of look at things. Then you got older people, it's different scenarios with people. I'm talking about a lot of younger people. And because what I'm saying is not a one size fit all with everybody. Like an older person, 80s or whatever, don't feel like the family. Yeah, I can see them having that thought of like, I don't like how I'm being treated here in the nursing home. My family's throwing me when I come. I can see them not want to keep living that condition. So it's a different, but I'm talking about a lot of us, younger people with the ability to walk, move, function for themselves, or just feel like, I'm tired of it's a rat race. Okay, stop ratting, start catting. Okay, let's get the mouse. Let's catch the mouse. Let's get going, people. But me, baby, a lot of people with that, I'm like, because I think we only induce them to become more of a, okay, you give me what I need. I'm finna kill myself. Okay, we finna come, we finna run. It's the little boy that cried wolf. Because we make it to where, you can't help yourself. You think like this and they think, oh man, so let me get this attention, when you have to make a choice like the rest of us do.
Mm-hmm.
You're either gonna fight to win or you're gonna quit. I'm gonna fight to win. I grew up I told her my early part of my life, it was always about quitting. I ain't like somebody quit. Everybody like, they didn't care. It was rather than deal with somebody in life, rather than make an adjustment or change, just quit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to adapt. This is life. You have to learn how to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't transition. So since you can't transition, you're gonna quit. No, you gotta learn how to transition. And that's the plan for me. You got to give people accountability. Every person living owes life.
Yeah.
We have to become, we all connected. We are all interdependent.
Yeah.
Everybody has to play their part in life.
Absolutely.
You know, people say they're old about nothing. Shut your mouth if you do.
Yeah.
Yo, the trees, they give you oxygen, you get in carbon dioxide. You old people. We all owe. You here. How do you not owe and you here?
We are all part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things, if I may add real quick, I know it's time, but suicide went up tremendously during COVID. And one of the biggest reasons why the brain starts deteriorating is isolation. So I mean, I wouldn't say it was on purpose or it wasn't on purpose, but a lot of people were isolated. And you know, for kids and teenagers during that time, while they were being isolated, they were on social media. During that time, social media was promoting mental illness and suicide ideations in big rates. Like you will see it everywhere. And I felt like on top of the kids feeling lonely, it's like now, hey, I might be feeling this. It might be this. So now you're giving the kids ideas. And that's why, you know, always controlling social media, phones for kids, it's very important. They say that using the phone 5 hours a day produces 45% more of the thought of suicidal ideation than just doing it 1 hour a day. So if you're allowing your kid to utilize the phone 5 hours a day, your kid eventually is going to start, the brain is going to start deteriorating, and suicide, anxiety, and depression is going to come to the brain because they're overwhelmed. They're not doing anything but being on the phone, so they're not being useful. Like you said, you have to be useful in order to feel good about yourself, reaching out goals. You know how you mentioned put kids in sport, that helps. It's not the sport that's helping. It's being surrounded by a group of people and feeling support is what is helping the brain. It's not the sport.
Can I interject one thing?
Yes.
I never said put them in sports now. Help them.
No, you say the parents say that.
Yeah, they make it say that. People say preachers say you put them in sport.
No.
All right, clean that up. Clean that up.
No, let me
Let's
clean
go.
it up. No, you
I
say
believe
the parents think that putting them in sport is the solution, and you say it's not. A lot of it's not. I agree. It's not the sport that's helping the child. It's being around people that's helping the child, and people think that hey, sport helps a kid. So I mean that is but I'm sorry, I see your hand.
Well, no, I want you to finish your thought. That's why I raised my hand. I didn't want you to stop, but whenever you did finish.
I just wanted to clarify in the confusion of like sports, like of course, you know, reaching a goal and being in a sport feels good, but it's not usually the sport. Like you said, preacher, like sports is not going to help you. It's people are not a lonely human being. So when they are surrounded by people, it's just naturally to feel good. You know, it's like if you put them to go into like piano lessons, it's not the piano lesson. It's literally with someone else to help, you know, feel good about yourself. So always being surrounded, having a support system around you is what really is helping. It's not the action itself, like sports or piano lessons or action. It is literally having a support system around you or being surrounded by people. What do you think, Bridget?
Professional.
I believe they create more criminals. I don't think sports do anything really fun. I think it's just something that people, you know, you do it if you like doing it. And just we got more people. We put so much on sports
Right.
And we made sports as a savior to our kids. You know, keep them out of trouble. Football, keep them out of bed. But then when you became a football and basketball player, professional, you wound up getting arrested for rape charges. You got drug charges. You got all the DUI. So that doesn't work to that magnitude. Sports is just something that you do. And I think we shouldn't put the pressure of that on it or believe me, association, because a lot of times these sport players, they get in trouble. Yeah, they go out together, get drunk, do dumb stuff, DUIs, or wind up getting into gang rapes or doing other stuff. So it's just as much detriment as it can be alleviating, you know, at some point. I think if they want to put their kids in sports, need to first examine their kids as far as their character, what type of person your kid is.
Come
your
on
kid
now.
a follower? Is this something that will take away from what they're doing as far as career goals, ambition? If there's something they're good at enough to become professional and still be able to carry the weight of being a normal human being, all these things aren't typically. They look at my son fast, he gonna be a receiver. My son can shoot, he gonna be a point guard. I don't care about what else he do. Yeah, I don't really worry about his grades so he can get there and get me this check, so I can get out of what I feel like is poverty or get off my job. So now the stress on my child is I get my dad and my mom out. The kid loses identity. The kid wind up using drugs or heavy drinker because of the pressure of the alleviation. And then I get them. My kid becomes this athlete. Then guess what happens? Now my kid has to pay our bills. My kids got to take care of it. Don't forget about your brother and them. Don't forget about your son. Don't forget about your grandma and them. So the kid is just where you know, they just want to give the whole thing up and they're doing dumb. We're like, why they doing dumb stuff? Because of the pressures, and they never really got a chance to find themselves. They like the sport, but they didn't like it enough that they were going to use it for. Now you're under the demon of we control everything. We control what you wear, where you stay. You can't wear that because we got a contract. You can't do this. This is a character. Because you're wearing this brand and the team, you got to show up. Nope. You got to stay. You got to fly with nope. This is what you got to do. And then the kid just crashes.
I agree. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
They had the same speech. Whenever you want to quit, you can quit. You ain't doing it. I told my kid, I said, that's bad. I said, listen, you ain't out here for me. You're not living out no dreams for your dad. I'm not living my life through you. You playing because you want to play. And whenever you want to quit, let me know we leaving. I let them know every time they went out there, you're out here for yourself. You ain't doing nothing for me. You ain't my dad. Your dad ain't want you to do nothing. If you want to do it, you want to do it. Don't put it on me. I did all that trying to preach. I couldn't be me. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
remember parents were upset.
I've actually, you know, I'm a professional. I played sports for over 7 years. I would have made it to the league, but you know, to my own personal sacrifices, you know, I had to take a stance, you know. But one thing that I do realize, being I was acclimated in it so much, I played on a high level as a kid coming up. What I mean by a high level is when you start getting good and good, it's almost like a job where you constantly working, rehearsing, practicing. You know, on the field, off the field, you put a lot of time in. It's actually a talent, and it takes a lot of work ethic that goes along with it. So I say that to say is that what I noticed is, as a child with all the different teammates and the different coaches, I thought it was healthy. But when I look back at from a lens of an adult and I reflect on almost, you know, 75% of my teammates, you know, a lot of them were, one thing I noticed is they actually respected the coach more than they did their parent.
Yeah,
their coach.
that's true.
And the other thing that it's a agenda that's pushed where this is a, it's a pathway to manhood. So that's also pushed in that agenda too. You know, men are out here rehearsing and you out here practicing it, and it's gonna make you a man, and it's gonna make you a better man. And you ain't a man unless you do this and you do that and things of that nature or whatever. So it's almost like there's a correlation between your growth and development as a man. That narrative constantly being pushed while you actually rehearsing and practicing too. And that's something that can be very, very toxic, and definitely it doesn't play a role that's constructive, in my opinion, in the long run. So I kind of see that's one of the detriments that when I did play for so long as well.
I see your point. Now, Preacher, Big Cookie said he had the best pregame motivation speeches and the best speeches after the lost games. I would like to know the speeches.
Same guy that told him.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I want to hear that too. Come on.
He's telling y'all about me telling him that. He was like, that was the pregame speech. Listen, man, as they lose, they don't tell him, I wouldn't give them nothing. They losers. You lost, I wouldn't give you nothing. Losers shouldn't get nothing. That take away from winning. Why would you get the same thing I get if I won? You shouldn't get nothing.
I'm gonna tell you the answer to that. See, all the athletes answer that. And the athletic answer is that it's because I went out and I produced. My teammates lost the game, but I won. I did my job.
You're not teaching. There you go. That's why we know you're not a real player. No, it's a team effort. That's how you
no. What I learned is it's a lot of individuality that goes on them things. They like you to
and that's why they did, and that's why they give you separate stats.
Listen, you'll get kicked. Oh yeah.
Listen, Hank Aaron played with the Atlanta Braves, and he was a great individual player. He was a loser when he played with the Atlanta Braves. He'll all be known as a loser with the Atlanta Braves. He has an individual stats, home run king, and all that. But hey, he was a loser. You play with Atlanta because it motivates them to want to make sure you make your team better. So it got some proponents that can be, used, teaching people to work together as a team. But unfortunately, the coaches have made it about money, the drugs got involved, the corruption got involved. So you lost the simplicity of what sports were supposed to kind of help, teach a child how to be a team player, how to be responsible, how to dedicate themselves, how to work toward when. What is that? I never lost a football.
Look at that comment. Big Cookie is hilarious.
I was. Okay.
He said they only
That's
lost
true.
when he wasn't there.
That's true. I told him, listen, my team lost Preacher. I still got nominated for the All-Star team. I still got selected to be on the All-Star team. They knew I was ready. They knew I was ready. I was very competitive, Preacher.
I look at you. I feel sorry. I would put you on one of them teams too, because we need somebody to take the trash out. You know what I'm saying? Sweep the floors. Definitely. I would definitely have you at the championship game.
Let me tell you something. Preacher, I had so many baseball trophies. Matter of fact, he's seen the newspaper articles. He's read about me in the newspapers.
I have
articles.
Some reason I didn't read about you, unfortunately.
Yes, you seen the newspaper clip. I
seen you say something about it. I don't remember reading the article. I remember you saying something about it.
Okay. Don't, because I got receipts all day now. Tootie, you must seen them too.
I remember one.
Yep.
But it depends on how big your school was.
Well, he got up because his mama hollered from the stand, do you want me to come out there also? His mama offered to come out on the field when he was down. That is like, really, I looked at her like, are you serious?
You think I care?
Preacher, you looked at her like, are you serious?
And he heard me.
You don't want their mom to come down there. Austin, you want me to come out there?
Oh, you was crying for real, Tootie? You was crying. Do you remember that?
Preacher's like, you're not embarrassing.
All of that out, yeah. I say.
Oh,
she was not crying in the stands. You were crying in the stand? No, she was not crying in the stand.
It's that you had everyone holding your head.
Praying for you. Yeah. Right. This man's sick. That's what you remember.
He said he had to get his family out the hood. That's all right. I appreciate the sacrifice.
Football, I hate that. That's just I don't.
He had to play to get out of the hood of Grayfield. That was beautiful, and we appreciate you, son. You got us out too. We didn't know how we were gonna get out either.
You know, if y'all got to have your kid in the sport, that's gonna be tight.
No,
but I would stay away from any sport that got the word ball in it.
Yeah.
Stick to golf and tennis or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell him, listen, and he had to get us out. He got us out from a 5-bedroom to a 6-bedroom. We appreciate it. We didn't know we were gonna make it. It was hard on us now. It was hard. We were definitely struggling. We was like, man, we need one of them to do something and get us out, and he pulled us out. The man is sick, very sick. But now we appreciate that. And like I said, with the suicide. The hotline conversation definitely.
Great job, Dr. Joe. I appreciate the information.
So I'm appreciative. I just kind of look at some of the stuff with people. It's a group that it fits. It's a group of people who were like I was. They just hadn't matured to realize to become responsible. Stop looking for an easy way out of things and learn to work through things. That's my encouragement. There are people that have mental illness that commit suicide. They got so many thoughts going through, uncontrollable things that just attack them, and they don't process things the same way. So those people, you know, definitely want to help, but the people you just want to be lazy, you just want to quit, to hurt other people, you won't buy no sympathy from me.
Yeah.
No. And we need to, I mean, because I don't get myself in it. It was no reason for me to ever want those thoughts to do it. It was just want to be things my way, want to strike back at people hurt. It's life. It comes with hurt, disappointment. It comes with triumphs and victory. It's life. It comes with sickness. It comes with health. Well, it's life. Do things that promote more positive. I should say exercise. Doing things that promote the exercise, eating right, taking right. Guess what? Less prone to more sick days.
Yeah.
And surrounding yourself with more positive minded people so you don't get those type of thoughts. You know, get yourself in situations where, oh, while I'm hanging with bank robber, then I get caught and I'm finna get 50 years. I've been caught 19 times. Now I'm gonna kill myself. Why do you kill yourself the first time you robbed the bank? Using the scenario. Because it's when I don't get it my way, now I want to take the let me get out because I don't want to be responsible for what I chose. You want to sell heroin, you want to sell methamphetamine, you know how much time they're giving away for that. Don't kill yourself, get ready to go to jail. Those are your options. Don't do it. Man, I can't spend the rest of my life in prison. Stop doing acts that'll send you to prison. But to keep coming up with this quitting stuff, messing up in school, now I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
You know, their kids now they get picked, just like kids getting picked. Hey, they talking about you ugly. Well, you ugly. It don't change the character of the person you are. I'm not gonna tell somebody to look good to try to keep you from killing yourself. You ugly. I'm saying you still ugly. Ain't no reason to kill yourself. People like you highlight people like me.
Wow.
Yeah, we need ugly people. Why would you think? Why else would you appreciate all these good looks? Because ugly people on the planet. Your outside appearance does not have to dictate the inner core of who you are.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to learn how to build character. If all you got is what you gonna do if you get a car wreck and the windshield cuts your face up? Kill yourself? No. It's because of what I have on the inside. Learn how to create that person on the inside. The person on the outside gonna fade away.
That's very true.
So I mean, that's all we do: give you information and being honest with you. Quit looking for everybody pep talk you up. You know what you're doing. You know what you look like. That don't change that. You got to know what type of person you are, what you produce, what you add. That's what's important. Your looks don't make a difference in the world. I mean, kids still gonna throw spitball at you.
Yeah.
But you can learn how to block them. You're able to do like this because they're gonna be throwing rocks at you. Bueno, you come back on and do like this.
Look at Bueno. He learned
anybody who want this, thank you. Exactly. Any y'all want to look at a reason to keep going and you ugly, look at Bueno. That is the
look at him now.
Yeah, he's still going. You think we ain't trying to convince him to do it? Hey, won't you jump off a cliff? The man keep staying right here. So anybody that need motivation, you ugly, you want to kill yourself, just look at Bueno. Say if he can hang in him, you can hang in him. He look worse than everybody. But we appreciate y'all too. So I'm gonna have to get ready. Hold on for a minute. Too late. Ask me something. I have one more quick video I want to play. Let your light shine on me.
What, Dwayne? He missed our segment.
I would say this, and it's happened. 2 minutes really can change your life. Yeah. I always say this, and it's happened. 2 minutes really can change your life.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah, that's Smitty.
Preacher.
That's what I'm talking about, huh? Listen, I'm about changing lives. Look at Tuli.
That's what Tuli.
Change your life.
That's why Tuli, her brain is always clear.
Because I give her 2 minutes to change her life.
She feels love. She feels a harbor from you, preacher.
Let's good. Resident Joe, I'm pulling for you on the quotes. Let's good.
Let's go.
We will go. She from Mississippi. She from the worst part of Mississippi.
I'm gonna try to.
And she's not finna shame Big Lee and Andrew. They don't need her shame. They don't need her. Andrew, are y'all claiming her down in Mississippi?
I mean,
She meant go. Okay, I got you.
Oh, good. All right. Well, let's go. I get ready to give her an end so we.
Well,
get
no, I know
ready.
you're watching. Comments to say your quote, and then you can go back out to the toilet.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, he said that's. Look at him. Andrew telling us about Val talk. He said that's that slave talk. Thank you, Andrew. I agree with you 100%. He's saying no, sir. She's not from the good part where they at. Thank you.
I'm not
I'm
claiming.
not claiming. Andrew is saying he's not claiming you first, so it's too late for you not to claim him.
it's hard to see where she from. Where was the Underground Railroad? Where did that start?
Exactly. Somewhere underground.
Back.
That's true. Underground.
Underground. There you go. Underground, Harry. Okay.
It says she dug from one corner to the other. She didn't even get nowhere. When she came out the hole, she was still in the same area. She from Laurel, Mississippi. Oh, Decatur. Child, you became Decatur. You'd have been great. Decatur is like all that and a bag of chips. They'll tell you Decatur is where the greater Decatur round with greater. Now I'm trying to tell you, she don't know what she's doing. There you go. Laugh her out, Andrew. Laugh her out. She don't know what she's doing.
Okay.
Hold on. Cut my
So you both grew up in Decatur, Thule?
I did.
That's why you guys are so proud of Decatur. Now Decatur now is not so nice, right?
Decatur.
Yes,
Girl, what?
Decatur. It's Decatur.
Decatur is.
It's still happening. It's more happening place. That's where the boom boom room at.
Still nice.
Somebody told me, be careful a part of Atlanta. You can't go to that. I'm like,
Atlanta.
You know where you go? Yeah, Atlanta.
The-
Like
the-
everybody, you got your parts. You got your parts. DeKalb County.
yeah, I see
Yeah, you got-
beautiful parts of Atlanta, and I'm like, why?
Oh, we got some beautiful parts in
Forgot
the
about
county.
it.
You hear what? Listen, everybody, Decatur. Listen, Decatur here now. We don't produce some real people out there. You ever heard of John Lennon? Used to be with the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got killed with somebody in Decatur with the high school. So we don't do nothing but the real deal. We ain't got no real people around here all day. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
so
can't
crazy.
think of the Beatles and not think of him. Columbia High School, Decatur. That's what I'm talking about. We done put some. Listen, Decatur did a lot of stuff.
Talented people, huh?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We out there. We famous. Whoever we got in Decatur did all kinds of
You're
stuff.
famous.
You ever heard of Bobby Brown?
Bobby Brown?
Yeah. New Edition. You never heard of Bobby Brown? New Edition, the singer?
You can sing a song.
No, I said you never heard of Bobby Brown, the singer.
Sing a song. See if
New
I can
Edition.
remember, preacher.
It's my prerogative.
Yeah, mine, right? You remember that? Tenderoni.
Sing it
The
again.
truth about Ronnie. You heard of
Okay.
Bobby Brown, but you heard of Bobby Brown.
Sing, preacher.
New Edition. No, don't try that. No try. Listen, have you heard about Bobby Brown? New Edition.
I have. I heard his
You know he got slapped at in Decatur. Music world.
So who is it that did not get slapped from Decatur?
No, he
and
got
is from
slapped.
Decatur?
Johnny Crack.
Carrie
Johnny Crack slapped him.
It's
Who
from
did?
Decatur.
Who
Carrie
did?
Hilton. I don't know her. Carrie Hilton. You probably don't know.
Carrie Hilton. Is she on the
Hilton.
hotel?
Hilton. Right over there, Southwest Cab.
I don't know who that was.
You
We
know.
also got Pat Man Jones. He
Royal
from Decatur.
Kadash, come in and tell me.
Dr. Joe lost. She lost. She didn't know who Bobby Brown is.
What did you call him the other day, preacher?
He
You
from,
called
he
him
from,
what?
he from
Ludacris?
Cleveland Avenue. Cleveland Avenue.
You
He
called
from
him
that with
Ludacris?
Lil Thug. He from that with Lil Thug.
A lot of people win.
Yeah, I tell you. Man, we have produced a lot of great people over here. Gucci Man, he from Decatur.
Chris
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Tucker. And you know this,
Okay,
man. I went
Chris
to school with
Tucker.
brothers. Yeah, I know his brothers. Yeah, we went to school together. So
I didn't know that.
I worked one of his other brothers. So yeah, we out here doing that. Ask her who came from Laurel. What Laurel produced? Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, I forgot they got natchez under here. They got them peaches where they bury black people on there and they eat them peaches. They real sweet. People go down and eat them. I'm not interested in eating no peaches with no people of color buried under the bottom. Yeah. You're not Natchez? Natchez, Mississippi. That's what they known for, the peaches.
Natchez?
Natchez. You remember from the movie Life, Natchez Under the Hill?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, when they went to buy the alcohol, when they asked what go on down now at that club. Remember when Ray and Claude went there and they bought the moonshine. They were looking for Slim. Remember that big old fat guy. He said, what going on down now? He said, that's Natchez Under the Hill, the name of that club. Do you remember that? That's when he got caught in the murder case. He got and lost his watch in the man and the gambling. You remember the movie Life? You
I
tell.
do, but I don't remember. I don't remember.
When they went to buy the alcohol, they went down the club. There were Natchez under here. That's a real place in Mississippi.
I would have never known that was the name of the place.
Okay, well, anyway, see, they call it the Devil Punch Bowl.
What is that?
Because they buried black people and they put those trees on top. So people go there and buy those peaches, telling them how sweet they are.
Oh my God.
Black people don't eat them. White people go and buy them. People don't know how bad they feel.
So why is it that the fruit is sweet when it's planted
On top of, it's on top of, because they planted on top of brown sugar, baby. But black people, the people from down there don't eat them. They don't eat it. They won't eat the peaches. I didn't know they buried on top of black people, you know, quote unquote black. It's got
There's
natural.
so much land
It's
like
at
that.
3 hour way, yeah.
I'm getting diabetes from eating them.
Yeah, that's sweet. But yes, disgusting. But listen, yeah, we're gonna tell y'all that because I'm on 11 o'clock. But we definitely appreciate y'all time, Resident Joe, bringing that to our mind. She said it was a concentration camp. You know, apparently it worked, but they weren't thinking. Bam. 'Cause I think that's where they put the free slaves in concentration camp. Yeah, they wound up burying them over there. She gonna clap for too long. I'm the one that said that they weren't thinking. But anyway, we appreciate you guys every week. Loan us your ear, loan us your heart, because we believe you care. Hit the like and subscribe, but quit fooling around. Come on, let's get with it. And we need to get on this mission to better ourselves, set a future up for our children. Donald Trump is one person. I don't hate Trump. I don't hate none of these people. I just hate that we waste so much time arguing and fighting with them. We get nothing done. Let's go march and meet at a church to do what? Nothing. We need to put real strategic plans together that move us into progress. Sitting around, yeah. Let's do something. Let's take the monies we waste and start putting it into something that can become valuable for us and our kids. We need to establish our own schools. We don't need we don't need to educate our kids. We did better with segregation because we knew we had to push mathematics and English because we knew they had to compete against people that didn't want them there. We dropped the ball once we integrated. There's nothing wrong with whites or anybody else, but we've lost. We have lost. Everybody else can integrate and still get success. We integrate and we get the mess. That is my saying tonight. They can integrate and get success. We integrate, we get mess. Yeah, and you know this.
It rhymes.
That's what I do. It's almost time for Wednesday. Also, go to Bandcamp. Listen to Winning Team. We just released album. We probably have released. We're gonna release another one, I think, this weekend. Release that one, then we getting ready to another project we putting together. We'll get ready to release that one. So that's it. You like that? She said, good quote, and you know what? When you hear from your enemy, you know that song. Look at that. That is my number
She's
one.
trying to buy points from you.
She's not getting them. Her or Jessica. They know I don't like them. Whenever I see them, it's like Tupac and Big. It's on every time I see them. Call the cop when you see Tony Pop.
I always wonder what they did to be at that high level of.
What you mean? Appreciate that.
Like, what did they do to be such a high level of heifers?
High level help. It's what they did. The main thing that they did that made them the number 2-1 spot is both of them. They both number one. Was the fact that they're how do I say this? Living.
Oh, living.
That's all they had to do is be living.
That's a good explanation.
Yeah, they know we don't get along. I don't get along with them. They know that. When I see them, I tell them fights on. It's a war thing for. It's like hyenas and lions. It's a mutual hatred when they see. That's it. First of all, Dr. Joe, don't make me come through this screen. See that? What's it down?
Aggressive.
See. So who you thinking? Me or is it thinking? Or you see it her? Who you think it is?
It's starting to make me think. That's aggressive, Lakiera Parker.
Yeah. Miss McNasty. But listen, let me tell them this. Listen, Again, we appreciate you letting us come in your home and come in your heart and share your hearing. Please tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell somebody that we are here to help us all and better ourselves. All race and creed and color should enjoy truth. Listen, anybody ask you, do you mind? You tell me you always mind. Every Thursday night right here on Two Mics and My Mind. If nobody else told you they love you, hey, we love you. And our language is called a heart. Truly. No good little daughter on the toilet. We can't use you in Resident Joe. Take us home. I said, yeah.
All right, you got a quote. Go. I ain't gonna do but one.
No, you gotta come up. We're not doing that. Come on.
Tuli goes or I go?
You go.
You.
Weak moments fade, but the strength you gain stays.
Good job, girl. Okay.
I think she wants you to do your own.
That's my own, preacher.
You can't. Are you serious?
Research it right now. I came out with my own today. You can research it. Somebody Google it right now. I wrote.
We ain't gotta Google it. We just heard it.
I made it because I did that presentation and I came out while I was writing that.
All of you just got to saying weak-minded people need to be lifted up and be held and carried.
I said weak, but I'm going after you now.
But hold on.
Be strong. So now I have to turn what I was to you because I remember I told you I have to follow you no matter what my thoughts are.
You didn't follow, you stole from me. We just talked about this stealing.
Weak moments fade, but the strength you gain stays.
I don't know what to do. I said maybe she got something.
Preacher, you gonna say you don't like that one? I put effort into
you
it.
like it. I said it because I love it.
When you said it,
I didn't tell you about I was weak, man. Be strong, man. Who else said it? Look at him.
Wow, preacher. So because you said,
look at he looking like I don't know what to say. You know this. You probably came with something else.
I'm putting it in a shirt, and I'm gonna gift it to you as soon as.
Who else gonna clap? Somebody else who's a thief who helped motor, who push it because she's sicko. That's a sicko. She married to a sicko.
I appreciate it.
Okay, Dr. Joe, that's a great. But it's stolen. Y'all can't. This is scared.
That means my whole life will be stolen.
There you go. Look at that. Look at what the Andrew say. What did Andrew say?
I get it from preacher, and I can never change that. I can never change that.
You cannot
all my
do that.
thoughts have to come from what you teach.
When you stop it, you can't be stealing.
How am I supposed to come out with? That means that I'm not.
Look at somebody said, Dr. Joe does what?
Who is Black Ambition, anyways?
They don't have to tell you who it is. They just let you know they watching. They watching when thieving.
One day you'll understand me.
It's definitely ain't today. I'm waiting on the day to come too. I can start understanding.
Man, like back in the days, if I will fast for you to understand me.
See something. What you got?
I'm just trying to say, there's no other. I can't go any other way.
That is scary. Y'all see that thievenism? It's something else. What you
when
got?
I go other way, I mess up.
Okay. You done messed up some of mine too now before. You done got better now. You definitely went through. You done got some. You done got.
And I'll have better next week.
My child can quote one of them site that my child can quote correctly. You've been on one of them sites or something. You done put some butcher minds and stuff.
I was bad at that time.
I got you. What you got for a Tula?
I gotta have an original. Okay. I did. I wrote it down. Exercise your muscle the brain with laughter to ease the pain.
I like that.
That's sick.
Richard, you said the exercise is good for the mind and the life and the smile and happiness.
With laughter to ease the pain. Yes.
I like that.
He did not steal. Andrew looking at y'all saying this crazy. Listen, it's this bad. I need to think on these two psychotic.
I have the other one. I have the other one. I have the other one. Okay.
All right, let's hit the other one. Let's hit this one.
All right.
Most stealing.
This is stealing.
This person said you
That's
really
nice, Chelsea.
something is wrong with her.
Thanks, Chelsea.
She must be in pain.
All right. Suicide doesn't end the chances of life getting worse. It eliminates the possibility of it ever getting any better.
That's right.
That's stolen
That's
one
right.
now. I can agree with. That's right.
That's right.
Ooh, child. That's right. Things gonna get easier. Hang in there. We appreciate all y'all always. Appreciate y'all. How many I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow night? Don't forget it's a double Shabbat. So you come whatever you gotta do, you gotta get it done. So Friday sunset to Sunday night sunset. No buy, no fly. There's no what you gotta do. You're stuck. So get everything I get Friday now. And again, I'm talking, I gotta get at it again. He understand. No, it's Shabbat, double Shabbat. Friday night sunset to Sunday night sunset.
And I was
No-
so ready to work out extra hard this weekend, preacher.
I'm sure you was too. I'm sure.
So
Guess
hard.
what? We'll get you back next week. Don't worry about it. I have Dr. Depp to cut it on. Cut it. Oh, hi.
Things are going
Hey.
to get easier.
Say all of y'all so much. Love to see some of y'all tomorrow night. We up.
Bye, everyone.
We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. 2 mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind.
All right. You do something better. I'll do something better, and we'll be better together.
And Dr. Joe, stop stealing my letters. They're better
I
together.
cannot, preacher.
That's it. That is
I'm just
it.
borrowing them.
That's sit down. Suicide Prevention Week. We're gonna stop it. How about y'all? See some of y'all tomorrow night. Take care the next week.
Yes, sir.